It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, July 22nd, 2024, and we are coming to you live this morning after a vacation. I mean, I feel like we didn't even, like, we got fired, we were off for a year, and then we came back.
Yeah, it seems like
so
a long time.
Yeah, it feels like I haven't been in this room for a month.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not at the point where I don't enjoy vacations, because no point during vacation did I go, I really feel like I should go back to work today.
But also, could there be more stuff happening when we're on vacation? Like they saved
900
up.
people died.
Yeah, 900 people died. One almost got assassinated. Another one quit.
Yeah.
Like just everything, all the different sports stuff. Like there's so many things happening. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they really waited till they were like, not yet. Wait till they go on vacation. Yeah. Do everything now. Yeah, but we're back. We're live. We're on Bone TV, YouTube, the whole place. You can watch us everywhere. Like, subscribe, lick, do whatever you got to do.
Oh.
I feel good though. Like I feel like I'm ready to be back. Like I am well rested.
Yeah.
I do not like. I shouldn't say that. I thoroughly enjoyed the beach, but that is more my wife's vacation. I did nothing. If you said to me,
But that's a beach vacation.
Yeah, it's nice.
You're not
She
supposed
read-
to be doing all kind of stuff.
she read like 5 books this week.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything that required brain cells whatsoever.
My wife reads books, and I don't get that.
My wife, like, yeah, Joey, actually, I like to quote my son when my son picked it up, because my wife had never read Catcher in the Rye. So among her new books that she read Catcher in the Rye.
Oh, because of the assassination attempt? Now she's going to go try.
So at one point she said to Joey, you should read this, blah, blah, blah. And Joey picked it up, looked at it, put it down, and goes, I don't like books.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go, stupid.
My
That's the
wife
right
reads
answer.
the same books too. Like she'll read a book and then pick it up and start reading it again.
Yeah.
You can do that with some. I read Catcher in the Rye, the Bob Uecker version. Catcher in the Rye, like the alcohol
Right, yeah,
rye.
yeah.
I read that book like 6 times. I read what's his name, Amarillo Slim's book a couple of times. Not the whole book, but you just pick it up and you just start reading certain sections.
I read To Kill a Mockingbird in 1996.
That's the last one.
It was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Gio put it down and said, done.
I read The Outsiders too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I read that.
1994.
Did anybody ever
I
read
had to read that.
Carmen read that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody ever read Flowers for Algernon?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No.
It's a book about this kid who's got mental disabilities. I don't really remember it that much, but this is what I remember. They were testing on the mouse, and the mouse got smarter.
Right.
So they started testing on the kid, and the kid got smarter. But then the twist is at the end, the mouse gets dumber, and the kid gets dumber again. But I do remember being in 7th grade reading this book, flying through it because the kid was so stupid. And then all of a sudden he got smart, and I'm like, this book got hard.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I was like, oh, okay, now it's easy again.
They have done their take on that on a few different sitcoms and stuff. Like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Charlie gets really smart.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then like Seinfeld, whenever George gets really smart and Elaine gets dumb because they're having sex. One's not having sex, the other one is having sex. One of the funniest things is Elaine with the tire. She's walking by this tire shop, and there's 2 tires that are spinning, and she just goes, wee! All dumb.
Yeah, so what did anybody go away? Anybody do anything?
No, I stayed here. I went and saw Foreigner, which was fantastic. I saw Foreigner 2 days in a row.
It was
I like
Foreigner.
that.
Where were they with the Eagle?
They were over at Cigar City Brewing.
Oh, that looked cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. So they did an acoustic set over there, and they had they have a Pilsner that they have and stuff, and they had little taster glasses that had Foreigner logo on them and everything.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's a cool place. And by the way, those guys are big fans. They were super cool over there.
Foreigners big fans?
I was gonna say Foreigner.
Foreigner, big fan, and the guys from Cigar
Wow.
City
Oh.
are big fans as well. Which is so funny because that place is just off Dale Mabry.
Yeah.
And, I've driven past it probably 100 times. Never knew it was there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
That's a good spot.
Yeah, he was like, hey, you guys want to come in for any of the, games or any stuff? Let me know. He goes, we'll take care of you.
You brought me that one beer that I didn't like. Everybody loves
Hunapoo.
it. What is it?
Hunapoo.
I just didn't like it. Wasn't for me, but I know people love it.
Yeah, they go
I
crazy.
went and got it. You got me one, and I went and got it. I was like, try this. And I took it, and I was like, it just struck me the wrong way.
My wife was drinking the apple pie cider, and she said it was fantastic. I said, put a little whipped cream on there.
Yeah, I think it tastes like dessert. I'll drink. Oh man, we are living in weird times.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, there's what's there to talk about today? The guy quit.
Shaq Barrett? You talking about
Shaq Barrett, after a long, extensive career with Tampa and Miami.
To me, that was the news of the weekend, with Shaq Barrett retiring.
Of course it is, because you have 50 different Shaq Barrett autograph things from Mike getting you the same thing every week for your birthday.
Told for Hall of Fame bids.
Great weekend for me.
No, seriously, with the Biden stuff now, I mean, the talk is now going to be, not among us necessarily, but I'm going to tell you what everybody's talking about. He needs to step down now. If he is saying that he is, and you know how they said last week everybody online became a ballistics expert,
right?
This week everybody is a psychologist or psychiatrist.
Yep.
I have seen the dumbest people use the term cognitive decline.
I've also heard clinical dementia.
The guy's old. That's it. It's all he is old. And listen, let's not make him like he's a villain. He's a sweet old man who, for his whole life, was in politics. That's it. That's all he knows. That's what he does, and that's it. Now, I'm not saying that that you should vote for him or that he should be in the race, but let's not talk about him like we've beat the giant down. You know what I mean? The guy is stepping down, and now, I mean, the guy is not running. So should he step down? Who is going to be the Democratic candidate? Is it going to be Kamala Harris that everybody came out and endorsed, or is I think a couple people are going to step up, and I think who I think is really going to screw things up for them is RFK now, because he was going nuts yesterday. He's everywhere, and he's double-digit polling in some states. So this could really screw the Democrats.
Well, a few things. One is I don't think Biden stops being president. I think he goes through January and that's it, because it's not like it's one single person. There's obviously a team around him that's making decisions, good or bad, whether you agree with them or not. I don't think he's going to step down as far as being president.
I don't either, but he definitely should, because if what you're saying is that you don't have what it takes to follow through with the campaign and then the next presidency, who's to say? I mean, we saw why. We saw the debate. We saw the way he talks and walks and reacts to things. He's probably not, most people probably feel like he's not mentally fit enough to be there.
Well, you just hope that Russia and China and other places aren't like, get him now. You know what I mean? Because seems like.
And to what you said, obviously, if there's a team of people working, if we ever had a major problem, it's not like we have to go wake the old man up at 8:30 and be like, Russia's going to launch today. Well, it's now we go into a whole different, who what is opposed to last
that's
week.
The thing, and who's going to step up and what's going to happen. Obviously, Biden said, well, we had heard that he wasn't going to support Harris, but now he is, and all the money that has been given to the Biden-Harris campaign, only those two can use it.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it.
It's over $100 million.
Clinton's came out $50 million, like $55 million since Biden said that he was not going to go for re-election. Clintons have come out and said they support. Obama has not.
Obama does not support Harris.
Not support Harris. Yeah,
because Michelle's still waiting in the wing.
But I will tell you this: I was blown away, because I was thinking about this, and I was like, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, what you think. Is anyone excited? Is anyone excited for Kamala Harris? Like, is anybody like, go good?
No.
Because she's smart and she's good, da-da-da-da. Or are you just not Trump? Anybody but Trump.
And Biden.
And a female. There's people that are just like, hey, any female, as long as we have a female, it cracks the, ceiling there. But I was on Reddit the other day, and they put out a thing, and they said, Kamala Harris, are you going to vote for Kamala or would you vote for Trump, whatever? And that's very Democratic. Everybody was like, absolutely, she's brilliant. Ugh. Anybody but Trump, all this and that. There was like no, like, are you serious? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Like, I was blown away at how many people.
That's a young demographic Reddit. That's a younger people's thing, and there's not
their vote counts exactly the same as yours.
I know, but also get those people to get out and vote.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I'm not worried about that. I just she's not making it. I don't even think she makes it past the convention. I think somebody is stepping forward. I don't think it's going to be Gavin Newsom. For some reason, I think he is. I don't know how to put. I feel like he's too gentlemanly to come in there now and try to disrupt things.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be her for sure, because she's got all the money, and any other Democratic candidate that wants to take their shot at being president, they don't want to hitch their wagon to this. They're going to just wait 3 years when Trump's done, and then it's a clean slate.
You think George Clooney and all these celebrities put their money and their fundraising all this behind Kamala Harris?
Oh, for sure. Just anybody but Trump. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Listen, I think Trump's winning this thing without a doubt. I don't think there's anything to worry about there. I think he is going to win.
Save this tape.
Yeah. Can I tell you something else? Can I say something else? I'm going to say this, and people are going to. I'm telling you right now. Can I just say this right now? As of right now, if the election was today, I'm voting for Trump. You get that? Because I'm still getting. I'm a libtard D Democrat D sucker and all that. I'm just telling you right now. My opinion, based on what I watched 8 million times, is that Trump was not struck with a bullet. I still believe that he caught shrapnel from something else in his ear.
Well, you see the new bandage that he's got on now? It's very, very small.
Well, I saw the hole.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah. And there was a good side shot of the hole. It was a hole right there at the top. I think he got hit with shrapnel of something else. I do not think it was the bullet. I can't see how the bullet went through his ear and not into his head.
Still, he's the only one that has said publicly that he was shot. There's been no anybody of any official capacity saying
getting shot at is enough.
To me, it doesn't. Whether he's shot or not, it does not change anything. It's still the attempt it's just as bad.
It's this with the flag behind you and the blood on your face is all that people see.
Whether he actually took the bullet, for me, he changes nothing. It's just as horrible.
Listen, my favorite thing ever is his smile and his. Like when he goes over and hugs the flag, that makes me laugh so much. But when he was out there and he was saying things like, I don't know, people want to say it was divine intervention. Well, I don't know. Like that stuff to me makes me laugh. So it's Shane Gillis all day.
He went over and hugged and kissed the fireman's uniform, which I believe he called outfit.
Yeah. He did say outfit. He didn't say the outfit.
It's not an outfit.
But everybody thought it was spelled wrong, but apparently it was not spelled wrong.
It was not. Yeah.
That's how they left it out because it wouldn't fit on the jacket when he was actually a fireman.
Yep. I read that story where it was always spelled like that.
Yeah.
So.
They're also saying about the governor of Michigan, Whitmer, is a possibility for running for president.
And the governor of Illinois. Yeah. And there's a couple of people that are really strong and reasons why they would do well against Trump. The one guy is another multimillionaire, and he's fat. He looks like an old politician, fat with a 3-piece suit on.
I mean, they're saying that apparently Trump can only beat women. He'll
touch him and then he'll beat him. Yeah, no, I don't know. You know how she's sitting home right now, Hillary Clinton, just twiddling her thumbs, going, "What can we do here?"
But the Clintons came out and they endorsed her already,
right? She was like, "What?" For a minute, she was like,
"Yeah, sure."
Who's asking them too?
Oh, for the Democrats, they're royalty.
And don't go against them.
Yeah.
Drink.
People are afraid.
Stuff will happen.
Yeah.
Nothing would surprise me at this point. Nothing.
No. Even if there was no election.
Yeah, nothing would surprise me.
Spanish. Did you see the thing I posted yesterday?
I don't think so.
So you told me about that kid, the shooter, that was in a Black Rock video when he was younger.
Yeah.
And then it was I can't verify this stuff, so that Black Rock shorted some of Trump's stock the day before, and that building is owned by BlackRock, the one that that the shooter shot him from. I mean, there's just too many things.
Yeah,
there's too many.
It's wild, right?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It's too late.
There was the huge outage on Friday that nobody's even talking about.
Oh, I was talking about it all day. It didn't even affect me. I was like, I kept telling my wife, "This is it. This is the beginning.
Yeah.
This is how." Forget all the. Forget all the the way you saw in what's that Wolverine's movie Red Dawn where they come parachuting down from Cuba and try to take off. It's nothing to do with that. This is your Red Dawn right here.
Yeah.
None of the top headlines are about the massive global outage that took down airplanes, Starbucks,
Microsoft,
all of a sudden
banks.
It just kind of whatever. It's just Friday. Have a good weekend, everybody.
It's crazy.
That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's how many people are just stranded in airports, delayed, and all because of computer error, not because the planes weren't working or anything.
Can I tell you who is gonna be the worst if anything happens like that? Is boomers.
Oh,
I was at the Foreigner concert and I'm standing waiting for my wife. She had to go to the restroom, and I'm standing out there next to where they're selling beer and pretzels and stuff. And these two ladies come up and she goes, "Can I get a water?" And the lady pulls out a liquid death can and she goes, No. And she goes, "Did you want water?" And she goes, "Yeah, just regular water though." And she goes, this is. And she goes, I mean, the face she made was like,
really?
I can't understand what's happening and stuff. And I'm drinking a liquid standing there. So I figure I'll try and help. And I go, it's just regular water. And she goes, oh, okay. How much is it? And she, whatever it was, $6 or something.
$6.
And she pulls out cash and they go, we're cashless. And she almost shut down.
No.
Like, you don't take money. Water's in a can. I'm breaking down. It was so confusing to her. And then another guy walked up to me and ordered a pretzel. I'm standing there wearing a Whitesnake t-shirt. I got a hat on and jeans and stuff. And he goes, can I get a pretzel? And I go, I barely look up from my phone. I go, do I look like I work here? And he goes, yeah. And I go, do I? And he goes, no, I got to stop smoking before I come to shows.
Dude, I'm dying for somebody to walk up to me and go, I'd like a pretzel. I'm going to be like $4. I went to a restaurant this weekend and they brought me the wrong car. And if it was a nicer car, I would have just took it. I'm dying for that to happen one day. Just take it. Oh, I have two things to tell you. One is that I know you guys are going to be surprised by this, but I had plans to go fishing with Ian this Saturday.
You know what? I saw some an Instagram post with Ian and his son and catching some nice fish.
Snook, big snook.
And I was looking around for you. I went back and I was like, I don't see Mike in there.
It was his birthday and everything.
Oh.
My wife said to me, I really want to stay here through the weekend. So we ended up, we were supposed to leave Friday and she was supposed to go to New Kids on the Block. And then Saturday I was going to go fishing. And then she chose to stay at the beach another day and not go to New Kids on the Block. And she was running this by me, sadly, because I bought her the New Kids on the Block tickets for Christmas. And she was like, but I don't want you to waste the money. And then I was like, it was last year I bought them. I don't care. Stay at the beach, you know. But then we only had one car, so I didn't get to go fishing. And yeah, I saw those giant snook pictures, and I was pretty. But I did go fishing with Captain Nate while I was out in wherever I was, Longboat, and that was a good time. We caught a lot of snapper. Yeah, that was fun.
Did you eat any, or you just catch and release, or do they take them? Or?
No, we ate them. We not all of them, but we caught a couple of grouper, but they weren't big enough. But it was cool to pull them. But we ate the snapper.
Have somebody cook them for you? Or did you guys do it yourself?
I just did it. I'm gonna be honest with you, Galvin. I just didn't want to waste it. So I was like, because they have a restaurant where you could take them and do it. And we never made it there. And I'm like, finally on the last day, I'm like, I just have to cook those. I feel bad that we took them out of the water and we're not going to eat them. I have to cook them, so I just cooked them right there.
Yeah.
A question for mostly probably for our audience, maybe Carmen. I don't know. Somebody will know this, but sand dollars. Mm-hmm. They're alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, most of them, yeah.
If they're in the water, yes.
Yeah. So when you take them out, you've killed them.
Yeah, you were suffocating them basically.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So like the longer you hold them out, the harder it is for them to breathe.
But what are they?
Are they a crustacean?
They're shells.
They are a bottom-dwelling echinoderm.
Yeah.
Lubiderm. Yeah.
But they are alive.
Yes. They are related to sea urchins and sea cucumbers.
Oh, I killed them. Well, because
wow.
Let's not get crazy. I found a bunch of them. My daughter was very excited. I found them in the ocean, and some of them were very pretty. And I thought these would look nice in the beach house. Let's get a couple for the beach house. And we got a couple of those. And then my wife went into, but you can't take them. I was like, oh, shut up.
Murderers.
They're shells. Just take them.
Yeah.
Did you see what else?
Like a murder house.
All right.
Did you see what else I found in the ocean? A seahorse?
I did.
I didn't even know those were real. I thought those were just in Disney movies. I found a seahorse swimming in it. I just picked it up and was hanging out with it for a little while. Then I let it go. I was like, on your way.
Did you throw it? I saw you throw it in the video.
Well, I just threw it back in the water.
It was you like chucked it through the air.
I just went like this. I just tossed it. I tossed it back in.
Wow.
I tossed it back in the water. Wow. I didn't whip it at the water.
I mean,
oh my God. I'm killing sand dollars and whipping seahorses. What else? What did you do, Carmen?
I did absolutely nothing.
Carmen disappeared there for a minute.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, the first couple of days.
Whoa. Back it up.
What?
Back it up to Monday.
Okay.
You were not.
Is your hand on the dump button?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you, were you or were you not drunk?
I was.
All right. Yay.
I had a couple mimosas. I woke up like super early and I still had like wine in my cup from the night before. And I was like, oh, I'm going back to bed. So I just threw it back, and then I had like mimosas in my fridge ready to like celebrate with breakfast and stuff like that. So then when I woke up the next time, I was like, all right, well, here we go.
By the way, what were you celebrating? Waking up?
I'm alive. I was celebrating vacation. I'm on vacation. I can't afford to go anywhere, so I'm gonna make a vacation in my house.
Yeah. You didn't invite us to your vacation. I would have came over and partied with you.
Yeah, no. My couch isn't big enough. I'm sorry. Once I get a bigger couch, you guys are all invited.
Yay.
But so I just stayed on the couch, and that's what I did on Monday with the dogs, and then I did the same thing on Tuesday, and then after that, I did get productive. I woke up and I got my morning sun, and I went for a walk with all the other old ladies in my complex.
Do you guys talk about how you get rid of your whiskers?
No. And then I did go to some yoga classes that are all at like 10 o'clock that I can never make it to during the week, which was nice. And then I actually did
I bet you stink after yoga.
Yes, because it's hot yoga.
Yeah.
And then I actually did some work for you, Michael.
You did?
Yes, on our top secret project.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard you were very productive.
Very, very productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard words like productive and great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have like I'm amazing. I just gotta say I'm really awesome, and
your confidence is fantastic.
Right. It's amazing that some people, it's not that hard.
She's talking about you, Joe.
So I figured.
It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there was something else. Okay, then you dropped the F-bomb.
Yes, but again, I was on vacation, so that was the risk you were willing to take as the director of the show. That
and
night.
I said it, Carmen. I go, if she's drunk, and I said, first of all, she didn't come in, and she's drunk. All those things are fine. She's on vacation.
Yeah. By the way, you can take that up with vacation, Carmen. This is business, Carmen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Completely different, Carmen.
Yeah.
Top secret business.
And that is not what you said at the beginning.
Yes, I did.
How dare she not come in? Why is she the only one not here?
I never said that. I did say, did anybody hear from Carmen? Everybody said no, and I said because she didn't respond to the text, and she didn't come in today, which is fine because she's on vacation. Exactly what I said. I said, but she didn't answer. I hope she's okay. And Spanish said that you didn't go to his birthday party, and I went, well, maybe something's wrong. That's when I called you. I never said it wasn't okay.
But I did. Me and Spanish spoke the night before because we were supposed to have a gig that ended up getting canceled because of the weather.
Seeing Spanish lied to me.
Well, I'm just saying we talked on Saturday. I told him why we didn't go to his birthday. Chad's mom's birthday is the 14th. Spanish's is the 13th. And Chad had things to do on the 14th, so we went down to Sarasota on the 13th. And then she was like, "Can you guys stay a little longer?"
Yeah, I got that too this weekend.
Yeah, and then so by the time we got up, it was just too late to go to Spanish's birthday. But then Sunday we were supposed to have a gig at Armature at 7, and it got called off for weather. And then I texted Spanish. I was like, "I'm sad we don't get to hang out. I wanted to, And then we had our little back and forth, and then it was like, "Well, I love you too, bye."
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. But since Spanish didn't, I asked if anybody heard from you, and Spanish did not step up. He did not say yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Sunday, I was doing a lot of drinking because I didn't think we were coming in on Monday. So that's my bad.
You didn't have to come in.
Yeah, well, I wanted to come in.
Oh, good. Okay.
I mean, listen, if Trump's going to ruin my birthday, I might as well come in to talk about it.
I don't know. You say ruin. I say never forget.
I mean, no one's ever going to remember.
Take over your birthday.
100%.
Yeah, we're not celebrating your birthday. We're celebrating divine intervention.
he's gonna make it a holiday.
Oh,
if he
yeah.
gets elected.
For sure.
It was this time last year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But then we're going to always be off for your birthday.
It'll be known from now on as Happy New Year.
Yeah. Hey-oh. 6 and 9.
I'm out.
I went Saturday to the Three Brothers Celebrity Bartending, and David Wells was celebrity bartending. Toby Hall was celebrity bartending. Mike Calta was celebrity drinking. I just I didn't need me behind the bar, so I just sat there and drank old fashioned one
delicious.
after the other after the other. Yeah, it was. They were pretty delicious.
Yeah,
He makes a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
That's the way, Michael.
Did you want to do the big giant pizza challenge?
I did not.
Yeah.
Did not eat pizza. I did not do anything. I just had a couple of drinks and hung out there, met some nice people, and then I came home. A little buzzed. I didn't drive, so I got a little buzzed. Came home, and I woke up the next day. I looked at my text thing. I went, "Ooh, I went a little crazy." I was talking to people. I was texting people I haven't talked to in a long time.
That's my nightmare.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew what I was doing. I just was like, the next day I went, "Why was I nice to that person?" You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. So. Anyway, all right,
At no point you texted Ian and said, I'm not going to go fishing with you?
No, I 100% told him. I actually, you want to know what's so funny is that I made my wife make a video, and she said, Ian, I'm sorry I ruined your fishing trip. And he wrote back, it's okay, young lady. Like a true gentleman.
Happy birthday, Ian. We're not coming to go fishing with you.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't going for his birthday.
I mean, it's on his birthday.
It was on his
Yeah,
birthday. That's what he
sun's
wanted to
going.
do.
Like, yeah.
Out of everything, he asked you to go fishing on his birthday.
Like, I mean,
No, I trust me. I looked at my wife and I go, hey, don't get mad at me, but I'm not going to the beach today. You go. You wanted to stay extra. You go. My shoulders are burnt. I don't want to be standing out there. And can I tell you the other thing that annoys the hell out of me? Every night, we're going to go watch the sunset.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go. Look, it's 8 feet away from where we were. And she goes, you're going to come? I go, no, I'm not going to come. And she goes, why? I go, because it was the same sunset as last night and the night before. There's sand fleas out there,
Not the same.
biting your legs. But listen, I went out twice and I saw it. I was like, good, beautiful. It's nice. We took pictures and all that stuff. Then the next day, you want to go watch something? No, it's 12 minutes of standing there in the sun, in the humidity, getting bit by bugs where other fat tourists are rolling around with cameras on. I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
It was all it was like Canadian people on there. Oh, look at the sun.
Yeah.
every once in a while, we'll go over on the other coast and stay by the beach, and my wife tries to wake me up to see the sun rise.
Oh, no.
And it's like
Yes.
6 a.m., and I'm like, no way in hell. No, the sunrise is great.
Sunrise is
It
not
is
as good
gorgeous.
as sunset.
Yeah.
No, it's better. I like the sunrise better.
Yeah, I slept on what could be the equivalent of a loose waffle iron the whole week. I slept on a couch bed, like a pull-out couch bed, that basically was just springs with a sheet on it. But after like 3 days, I was like, I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Yeah, because my son was there, my in-laws were there for a day or two, and the guest bed was all taken up. And then when my son came, he was like, do you want me to sleep on that? I go, no, I think I'm comfortable on it now.
Yeah.
I got my back.
It's all straightened out now.
No, it's not. It's all scoliosis, but it all
Curved
fits
to
in
the
the
thing,
grooves. Yeah, I fit
Perfect.
in the bed. I just lay there and watched. I watched the news all week. It's because it's all it was. We couldn't even turn it off for a week for vacation. It was
Yeah.
just all news. I did go to Shark Coast one day.
Smart.
I went to Bread Bandits several times.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Carmen, Bread Bandits. Is that not the best place ever?
Oh my God. We still have that butter that they gave us that they use.
Yeah.
It's very expensive French butter because I looked it up.
Oui.
I was going to buy some. And oh my God, that's what I ate all vacation. Just bread and butter.
So the
Red
first
butter mimosas.
yeah.
this vacation was not kind to Carmen. I went in there the first day and I was like, I got my family and my in-laws, and I go, give me 6 croissants and a couple of chocolate croissants and all that. And then I had to have, I said, well, give me one more croissant because I'm going to eat that in the car. And then as I was driving back, I was like, if I bring home 6 and I ate the one, nobody's going to know that I ate the one in the car because there's still 6 in there.
Little road bread.
Little road bread. Little roadie. So, but after you eat that croissant, it looks like a bomb went off. I was covered in croissant. I was like, all right.
Do you have terrible lice?
Yeah.
Or are you eating croissants in the car?
It looked like mulch all over. My car looked like a mulch bag exploded.
There's no way to hide that. Like, they know you ate that croissant.
I said I ate it. And the other thing, I had to make a extremely upsetting phone call to Steve Hurley this weekend.
Oh, you wrecked the car?
Another one.
Oh, my God. You're a bad driver.
Yeah.
It wasn't me on this one. I got the car back, went to go get gas, and Juliana got out of the car and she goes, what happened? I go, with what? And I got out there and there was like 2-color paint on the door. I went, you've got to be kidding me. And then Amanda's like, you should go back to the restaurant. And I go, and tell them what? Well, what does the restaurant have to do? And she's like, I'm just saying it wasn't there before. And I go, yeah, I know. What does the restaurant have to do? They're not going to be like, somebody hit you in the parking lot.
So somebody hit you in the parking lot is what you're
I assume
assuming?
that's
Yeah,
what
but
it
they
is,
could have had surveillance video, you know?
And then Steve wouldn't think it was you.
I don't. I called Steve and I was like, I don't even know what to say anymore.
By the way, does anybody think that he backed out and went up the side of a car and didn't even realize it?
Listen to me.
Pokemon croissant. Hey, Ian, I'm not fishing.
Look,
Yeah.
trust me, I've been the first one to be like, I had a pole and this. This is ridiculous. So
I believe you, Michael.
I don't care. I'm just saying. I called. I had to make this phone call to Steve, and it was like the first time that I felt like like I had to go to tell my parents I did something wrong. Yes, I was smoking weed. I'm sorry. Like something like that, like I felt disappointed. And of course, Steve, it makes it worse because he's so nice. That's okay. It happens. And I go, yeah, but I'm trying so hard. And he was like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, I don't know what to do.
He was Susie hangs up. He's like, son of a bitch.
He hangs up and he's like, can we check and see if we have any rubber cars? This moron.
I almost called Steve and said, I'm just going to buy this one. I'm just going to keep it. I don't know. All right. Well, listen, let's get this show moving this morning. We're back from vacation. We're back, baby. Joe, we're back.
We're back, baby.
How's Mom the Tree Man?
Oh, she's doing very well.
Oh, can I tell you one more thing?
Yeah.
I have told this story on the air a couple of weeks ago when Tom came over and let the kids in the morning while everybody was sleeping.
Yeah.
Tom came over to do work this weekend, and he had to clean some of the bushes that were up in the back. I get in the car and I'm driving out. My wife is like, I'm going to ride my Peloton. I go, okay, I'm going to run to Starbucks. Both the kids are still sleeping. I'm pulling out of the driveway, and there's Tom putting the kids in the house. I'm like, no! And he goes, I just wanted to say hi, boss. I go, so what am I going to do? Kick him out? My wife is going, she's the worst. The worst.
Wait outside.
Yeah. That's what he's like. And then the other thing is, he's like, no, they're just saying to say hi. I go, and then what? They're going to sit in your hot truck while we do the work? I'm like, come on, break.
That's got to take a page out of Joe's book. Wait in the car.
That's right. Wait in the car, kids.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we used to wait in the car when we were kids.
That's right.
No AC.
That's right.
Windows open.
Yeah.
No
smoking.
phones.
Probably somebody smoking.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, almost every time you talk about Tom, he texts me.
What did he say?
every time. I don't know why he said, like, literally, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 texts that I never answer.
Right.
I never answer.
Don't worry, he doesn't answer his either.
It's a thing called Ballers, which protects things when you park in painting safety yellow, and it's the same exact color that's on the vehicle. So I would say it was the restaurant or the valet people.
Boss.
Oh, it did valet.
Okay.
Oh, so he's riding the valet out to you.
To me.
Yeah.
All right, Tom, I'll get on it.
Right.
I'll get my badge and my gun and get over there.
Investigation, Galvin.
See what I can do.
Talk to the boys down
Pull
at the
some
crime
video.
lab.
Yeah.
They're right.
Can
Let's
you
see if
ask
they
him?
left any DNA.
Can you tell him to stop bringing the kids when he does yard work?
Oh, man.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll tell you what we have to give away. We'll get into Sporkle, and we'll get this show moving this morning. It's the Mike Calta Show. We're back, baby. It's 102.5 The Bone. We got some things to give away. Carmen, what are those things today?
We do. So we have tickets for Third Eye Blind,
Ooh.
Busch Gardens.
Where is Third Eye Blind? Are they playing at Busch Gardens?
No, Third Eye Blind is at the amphitheater.
Oh.
With who? Does it say with who they're with?
Does not. It just has them on the
Hoobastank?
bill.
Yeah, I would imagine that there's
Yeah.
like 4 other bands with them or something because.
Matchbox
It's like
20?
the Summer Gods tour, I think is what it's called.
Is it? Yeah, because I was going to say they're not playing.
Didn't we
there by
talk to that
themselves.
guy? And then we have that guy on the show?
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Dishwalla on that? Better than Ezra?
Yellow Card is there.
Oh,
Okay.
Lights and Sound.
Yeah. Let's see.
It's a good song.
And
They're only-
Arizona.
That's their song.
Arizona, yeah.
Arizona, okay.
What's Arizona?
Arizona, did they have that song that 1971 or something like that or 1921?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
That's a
something
big
like that.
difference. I don't know there. Arizona.
Arizona. I don't know any of these songs.
Yeah, me either.
You played it, Gio.
Arizona?
I mean, that would be your time.
I feel like they're a newer band, I think.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, they're out. I'm not.
All right.
What else?
Well, that is what we have. We also have tickets for Hailstorm, Monster Jam, and
Oh.
this Wednesday night, Missy Elliott.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would actually go to that.
Missy Elliott
If-
and I believe Sierra too, right?
What?
I think Sierra's with Missy Elliott. Zip, 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 zip.
You said, Galvin, and that boomers and all that were not going to be able to survive.
Yeah.
What are millennials? Is that before boomers? I don't know. Whatever we have.
That's after.
Whatever we have now. This lady sent an email this morning. She sent me an email this morning.
Mhm.
She won tickets to go see Jane's Addiction and Love and Rockets on the Roger and JP show.
Oh my God.
You got it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote back. She got her won the tickets on the Roger and JP show.
Okay.
And nobody has contacted her.
Okay.
She doesn't know how to get a hold of anybody.
All right.
And she's gonna get her attorney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I told.
Also, she said she got the tickets for her 60-year-old nephew.
Yes.
So that means she's 80-something.
Yeah, she messaged me the same thing. I said, if you won them on the Roger and JP show, then you need to reach out to someone on the Roger and JP show or the front desk.
Right.
And then I gave her the number.
Well, she emailed me, and I told her, I said, first of all, you're calling the morning show, or you're reaching out to the morning show to try and figure out a ticket problem. That makes no sense. And I said, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You're going to call Corey Cardinal, and I gave him the phone number, and I said, he's going to take care of you. And I said, and stop with this attorney stuff. We reserve the right to deny any prize we want to, so good luck. And before I call Corey, I suggest an attitude adjustment.
Yeah.
So
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
We know the simple. We know that whoever gave you the tickets, Monica or Dizzy, or whoever said to you, they'll be in your email before the show. The show's not until August 29th either.
Then she wouldn't have received an email.
She what?
She would not have received an email yet.
Right. I said to her, the concert's a month away. We probably just don't have them yet.
Yeah, we usually get tickets in 2 weeks to 1 week before the show date. That's when you get your email.
Right.
Well,
Olivero
email probably already blew her mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So, slow your rolls.
Yeah. Also, it's fine to go, hey, I won tickets, but I don't know anything. So what's happening? They'll be there 2 weeks before. Okay, that's fine. Don't start with your attorney.
I wanted to write back. Go get your attorney, your old bag.
Man, what if she was just like, if anybody can help me, I know it'll be Mike Calta. And I'm going to reach out to him because nobody else on the station's helped me. Mike gets things done. He makes things happen. Let me reach out to Mike Calta.
If she said that, my ego would have answered much differently than it did.
Let me find out for you.
Yeah. So, all right, let's give some stuff away right now and a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go. My father-in-law said to me, how's work going? I go, great. He goes, you still working out of your garage? I said, well, don't make it like make it like we're trying to start Apple in the 70s. I said, we have a studio.
It's like Wade's World.
Yeah, somebody said to me over the break about the band. Are you guys playing on? I said, yeah. I said, we're playing at Ruth Eckerd Hall. We're going to be out there in August and stuff. And they're like, yeah, anything to do to get by and stuff. And I go, no, we're fine. I go, the band is just like a fun thing we do. It's not like, oh, Jesus, we need this gig.
To get by.
Yeah.
Well, someone's got to pay for the garage. All right, Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Awfully quiet today, Joe. For a guy I haven't seen in like a week, I feel like
I'm good with it.
Everything okay?
Yeah. You're okay with it?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right.
It's been a bad weekend for Joe's, so in general.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
vote for me, everybody.
Yeah. All right, what do we got, Carmen?
Okay, today we're going to play college quiz. Can you answer these questions intended for college students?
Spanish, where are we at on wins and losses and streaks? And
I won Thursday and Friday.
no.
Galvin was the last person to win on the 15th. He has one of his next 3 wins for the rule and the year totals. Gio is in 4th with 6 wins. I'm in 3rd with 15. Galvin is in 2nd with 39, and you're leading with 65.
And there is no rule.
No rule.
I
I
can
canceled
cancel
your
my
rule.
rule.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
All right, college quiz. Here we go. What cooked beef patty derives its name
Hamburger.
from
Oh.
Galvin? What type of sparkling wine must come from a region?
Champagne.
Mike? What Caribbean island nation has its capital in Nassau?
Bahamas.
Gio?
Oh,
Judge?
Gio.
Good job, Joe.
What Shakespearean play tells the story of a
Romeo and
prince
Juliet.
of Denmark?
Hamlet.
Spanish. What is the third ingredient in s'mores other than chocolate and marshmallow?
Graham Tappet.
Geo. What reptile in Marvel's supervillain can change its color to its surroundings?
Chameleon.
Mike Calta. What nickname for New York City is
Big
also
Apple.
the home for Batman? Gotham is the name I was looking for. And Pap, we are halfway there.
Halfway.
Spanish and Galvin both have a single solitary point. Michael and Gio are tied for first with 2.
Yeah.
All right, college quiz. Here we go. What 6th century figure was the founder of Islam?
Muhammad.
Galvin.
Bunch of
Refuse
racists.
to answer that after 9/11.
Yeah.
What London palace is the official
Buckingham.
Palace.
Buckingham? Pap?
Galvin.
Oh, why? Because he signaled?
No.
Galvin gets the
Oh,
point.
my God. You're the worst.
Who is the lyricist behind Oklahoma?
Hammerstein.
I was like Steinway, but that's not it. Damn it.
I will give it to you, but it is
Rogers and Hammerstein?
no.
Oh.
Oscar
Now he's saying
Hammerstein.
other
Oh,
words.
second.
That's his last name.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, but it's Hammerstein the second. But I will give
Oh,
you.
you didn't let me finish.
Hammerstein
Yeah,
the second.
I will give you that.
Hammerhead the shark.
No. What symbol of Ireland literally means
Shamrock.
long clover? Pap.
Galvin.
I quit.
That was totally me.
I quit.
What man was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom at the outbreak of World War II?
Churchill.
What man was the prime minister? Say it again.
What man was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom at the outbreak of World War II?
Charlesworth.
Willingham.
Neville Chamberlain.
Oh, that's close.
Totally.
I call him Wilt.
I thought Neville Chamberlain played with Jimi Hendrix.
What is the title of the second book in the Harry Potter series?
Sorcerer's Stone.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
Damn it.
Harry Potter, the Little Prince.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. What English actor was romantically linked to Tim Burton and Kenneth
Bottom. Helen Bottom Carter.
Pap?
Yeah, I got. What did you say, Galvin?
I said Bottom, then I said Helen Bottom Carter.
And what did you say?
Helena Bonham Carter.
Spanish gets.
But that doesn't even make
That's
sense.
her name, though.
Yeah.
No, I know, but it's. But I got the name too. But I'm
You only
saying
got a piece of the name.
no. I said Bottom first, and then I said Helen Bottom Carter, which is what he said. But he has no bearing on whether Spanish got it first. He's just wrong, though. He's terrible.
How am I wrong by being right?
He was right. How am I wrong by being right?
Because he's an idiot that doesn't know and then takes all his stuff.
Right.
Like
How am I
the
wrong
fact
by
that I
being
said
right?
Bottom first has no bearing on it.
It does.
No, it doesn't. Who finished first? He did.
You're arguing for Spanish.
Damn right.
But I'm arguing that he doesn't know. He's just guessing. He
Joe's
guessed.
reasoning
I know.
is incorrect.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
Wrong
Show-
for being right.
It's like show your work. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's, the broken clock is right at least twice a day.
Yeah.
I don't
Except when I
use
guess.
the new math. I don't understand it.
All right. And Pap, to you, we are on the last three.
Spanish has 2 points. Gio also with 2. Michael with 3. And Galvin is your leader, but by 1.
Oh.
He's winning with 4.
Oh, wow. Could have been
All right.
5.
College quiz, last 3. Here we go. What Tony-winning Lin-Manuel Miranda musical?
Hamilton. Hamlet.
Ah, you made me say Hamlet too.
I was thinking omelet.
Did anyone say it?
Yeah, Spanish said
Hamilton.
Okay,
Hamilton.
yes, correct. Thank you. Spanish. What?
No, yeah, sorry.
Next one. What small U.S. state has its capital
Rhode
Rhode
Island.
Island.
Concord?
Concord, New Hampshire.
Mike Calta. And your last
What's the
one.
score now?
4-4. Galvin and Mike. Spanish has 3.
Ooh.
What about me?
You don't matter.
You got 2. You got no choice.
Hamlin.
And your last one. What city name is both the seat of the largest county in Alabama and the second
Birmingham.
largest city? Galvin.
And the second largest city in what?
In the UK.
Birmingham, I heard.
Yep.
Yep.
Your final score,
Oh, it's
Gio.
over?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
What is going on?
Gio with 2 points, Spanish with 3, Michael with 4, and Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 5.
Kachaya! Woo, 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 woo! Trademark 2020.
That's 2, right?
That's 2 in a row.
All right, pick a line.
Even though Joe is trying to hold me down. I'm going to go line 5. Line 5.
Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Glenn,
Happy
you
Monday.
are the winner. Back at you, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and then we'll hook you up with a prize. Carmen will tell you when they're going to send you that prize. If you feel like it's taking too long, please do not threaten legal action. Hold on, sir. We'll hook you up.
Contact your attorney immediately.
Jesus. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, long cold nap, wrong team, and fluffy Coke.
All right, Galvin's got your news. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Gio is hanging out with Baker Mayfield this weekend.
I saw.
I was.
That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, he just texted me. He said he's enjoying the show so
Oh,
far.
I don't
Nice.
like that. You guys became friends. So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good video up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show, which you should be following and liking us and doing all that stuff. How was it? Was it packed out there?
Yeah. I bet they had 300 kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of people out there. It's really cool. Like you see these kids running out there, and he's out there throwing passes to them and stuff. And I'm like, if you're 10 years old, this has got to be awesome.
If you're a 10-year-old's father, it's probably awesome.
Yeah.
If you're a 10-year-old, you have no idea what's going on.
If you're a 20-year-old that's going into the NFL and they can show footage of you with Baker Mayfield when you were 10, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because there were a couple they have little competitions. The kid would win, and then they go over and get a picture with Baker and stuff. And like that kid's probably going to end up in the NFL, and they'll go back to this picture and stuff.
That's so funny. Good. I'm glad it was a good time and a good turnout for Baker and his foundation and the kids over there. That was one of the things when I was telling him, never in my life did you have that opportunity. You can play Mickey Rivers baseball camp. You couldn't go to Lou Pinella's backyard barbecue, whatever they do. I don't know. And
he made his way around to like every group of kids, like multiple times. Like he was out there the whole time. Even when he came over to talk to us, it was quick because he was getting pulled right back out. He's like, I got to go. Got to get back out with the kids.
I'm sure it's a lot easier to talk to kids than it is to talk to adults.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But
stupid questions.
He was super cool. Could not be nicer. Enjoyed being on the show. Said he'd like to come on again. So
good.
It was great.
All right, good. Thank you for doing that. All right, let's check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt's Shoes. Don't forget, back to school is coming up, so if your kids need some new shoes, well, you can stop at Pelt's. They have all the different styles and brands you need. They also have the complimentary 3D foot scan that's going to give you all the exact measurements for your foot, and they'll email that to you so you have it on file. You know what shoes fit you properly. Pelt's has 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers, so you can stop into a Pelt's. And don't forget that the tax-free is happening. It's going to run for 2 weeks here in Florida, starting on July 29th through the 11th. So stop into a Pelt's today. Make sure you tell them Galvin from the Mike Calta Show sent you. So, of course, the big news, President Joe Biden abandoned his re-election bid on Sunday under growing pressure from his fellow Democrats and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as the party's candidate to face Republican Donald Trump in the November election. Biden, who is 81, is the oldest person to ever have occupied the Oval Office. He said he would remain in the presidency until the term ended on January 20th, 2025, and would address the nation this week. Biden, who has not been seen in public since testing positive for COVID-19 last week.
I don't believe that either.
Yeah, was isolating at his home in Delaware. No, I think that was, we'll say he has COVID. Right. It's been rough on him. Then that way he can step down. You know, we knew it was going to be something like that.
Yeah, I don't believe Trump was shot in the ear, and I don't believe that Biden had COVID. Now, before all you Trump lunatics, and believe me, you guys are lunatics, get crazy, I do believe he was shot at, and I believe that something hit him in the ear. I just don't believe it was a bullet, even though he said he felt the bullet rip through his skin.
How crazy were the people at his speech with the bandages on their ear?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That was
you're
weird.
cosplaying an assassination attempt.
Yeah.
Listen, though, I tried to justify this to my wife. There is those equate the convention to something. What's that concert that you go to Rockville?
Yeah.
This is 60 plus Rockville. You know what I'm saying? Like this concert, this convention was their highlight of the year. They waited 4 years for this.
And they're nuts.
Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt.
Well, it was like the guy that offered me a red hat to go with him and his friends that were wearing khakis and the T-shirt and the red hat to see Limp Bizkit. Like, yeah, I get it. But also, you have to understand that was an assassination attempt, and now you're cosplaying it, and you have the bandage on your ear.
It's a symbol, Galvin. It's a symbol of the fight. It's a symbol of the fight. And if he has to wear that giant thing on his ear, then we're all going to wear it for him in solidarity.
By the way, is there any way that he needed that huge thing on there? It could have been just like, one of those little butterfly Band-Aids.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I would have let it, my mangled ear hang out and let everybody see it. I took it like a champ.
My question is like forensic. It's so good. They couldn't get on that roof, take a laser, and see where it was shot because like someone did die, right?
Yeah.
By one of the bullets. So then you see and you take the laser. Like I feel like we are so far advanced that we should be able to test this.
Well, the problem is, Carmen, is they couldn't get up on that roof because it's very slanted.
Oh my God. I saw that and then it was duetted with a cow on a roof.
Yeah.
It was on a barn and like the roof was like slanted just as much and the cow was just hanging up on a barn.
By the way, how long until that lady steps down or is made forced to step down?
They're going to have they're having an investigation into it. She should have stepped down after,
Right
all
away.
these movies that they make about Secret Service, you don't get shot on my watch.
So everything that I've read about her and seen and stuff is that she was a diversity hire and that she was protecting potato chips and soda before this.
She worked for Coca-Cola.
Right.
I
And
mean,
that,
she was in
security
before, then was in Coca-Cola, and then became the head of Secret Service.
Right,
Smart.
but then supposedly all she does is hire women and minorities and stuff and everything, and that they were pointing out that the people couldn't holster their guns and stuff like all this
I would
stuff.
say the woman who couldn't get her gun, she really got it the worst. Because she is on every meme. She's getting destroyed on the internet.
Because when you think of Secret Service, you think of these people that
Elite.
Yeah, best of the best.
Yeah, like could light a match from 300 yards by shooting it, just and
What do we do?
couldn't even get an 80-year-old guy to get in the car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, true. He broke out of the pile.
Yeah.
They knocked him down, and then he got up and was like, I'm showing my face. I'm sticking my arm out.
Yeah, which they had to have been like, please don't do that. I don't know. I was
Get my
pretty wild.
shoes.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people are now calling this whole thing just a circus and are seeing it for just the crazy show that it is.
I mean,
But it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's wild.
And I have to feel like I have to say this every couple minutes. If the card was exactly the way it is today with Biden or Harris, I'm voting for Trump. I'm telling you right now. And I also don't think that he was hit with a bullet.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, that was my opinion. I think he caught shrapnel from the glass of the teleprompter or something else, or I just can't see how it's possible.
Because how many shots were fired?
I think they said 8.
Yeah.
But I believe shots were fired and people were
Right.
killed and all that stuff. I just don't think that he took the bullet. I think he took something as a result of the bullet. Doesn't make it any less scary. Doesn't take anything away from him. I'm just saying that's my opinion based on the pictures and the stuff that I saw.
And he is the only person that's saying he was shot with a bullet.
Right.
But
The
also,
doctor didn't say that.
if he's lying about being shot by a bullet, like,
Well, he thinks he
does he know, or have they told him though?
Probably not.
I heard gunshots. I had it in the bloody
Yeah.
ear. I assumed it was a bullet.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're probably
That
not gonna
adds up.
Yeah, they won't say anything until the investigation's done, I imagine.
There's a
I doubt they say anything.
Not to us, for sure.
Yeah.
but-
There's also a second shooter theory floating around out there.
I've heard that as well,
Well,
yeah.
that's what they're saying, and they got pictures of some water tower or something.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a guy up there.
I mean, what better way would you hide a second gunman than to have the first gunman climbing a roof in front of everybody?
Everybody.
With a ladder, just
Yeah,
exactly.
No one's going to be looking anywhere else but on that guy.
Oswald was a patsy.
Enrique Agumwale set a WNBA All-Star record with 34 points, and Caitlin Clark made the most of her All-Star debut as the WNBA team beat the U.S. Olympic team.
I love it.
117 to 109 on Saturday night.
Who is that?
So the WNBA All-Star team are the women that did not make
Caitlin
the
Clark
Olympic
didn't
team.
make it. Yeah,
Angel
yeah.
Reese didn't
Yeah.
make it. Enrique didn't make it. There was John.
What is her name?
Enrique
Enrique what?
Agumwale.
It sounds like when you were saying it, like your mouth was dry.
Agumwale.
Like a bunch of rookies, basically.
Yeah, but she set a record. She's really good. There's a lot of very good players that did not make the team. So now you have to go, did we pick the right people? You know?
right. Or did we
I-
just pick seniority?
Yeah, I still don't understand why you didn't pick the best players. Like I just assumed, and I said it, and I was wrong that Caitlin Clark and those people didn't make it because they were rookies, and that was maybe was not. But evidently, there were rookies picked to the team before.
Yeah, and Angel Reese had a double-double in this in this game.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both should be on the USA team.
Right.
They're leading the WNBA in a bunch of different statistical categories. They both 100% should be on the team.
Yeah, but why aren't they?
And they played well together.
Yeah.
They played well together, and they have the rivalry and all that stuff. But now they seem like that may be in the past. And
I hope they sat in a room and said, if we keep this up, this is going to be the biggest thing. Let's just keep fighting.
But Angel Reese came out and said, hopefully we can be teammates in 4 years on the Olympic team.
Right.
Her and Caitlin
She was. I mean, Caitlin Clark was setting Angel Reese up and passing to her. It was
She's
great.
a hell of a passer.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like she's coming to her into her zen moment when it comes to passing. She does a lot of that. She knows where her players
Well, no,
are
she's always been that way.
Yeah.
She always.
I'm sorry, I'm new to the WNBA.
But also, she made me some serious money. Caitlin Clark, they had her at, I think the over was 6.5 assists.
Oh,
and it was the game that she got like 20-some assists or something. I was like, thank you.
You could take the over on her every time.
Yeah.
You got a good chance.
Not necessarily points, but assists for sure.
Assists, yeah, that's what I mean.
She's really good. And then, what's her name? The Asia Wilson.
Yeah.
She's very good, too.
I can't believe we can name all these WNBA players now.
I'm into the W.
I'm the same.
Don't forget.
Although, I will tell you this. I laugh so hard every time there's a shot clock violation, and there's a lot. It's like, get the ball up. What are you doing? And they're just throwing up air balls and stuff.
There's such sloppy play for like long extended periods of time, and then there's like a small window of like, wow, that was really impressive.
Yeah, and then like the first quarter will be like 10-2, and you're like, oh my! I mean, I could have gone out there and made more than 2.
Teams going like 20 to like 4 runs and stuff all the time. It's
I
wild.
still have never seen a game.
Yeah.
That's the big thing too. Is say at like halftime, it's 48-30. You're like, they're down by 18 points. No big deal. That's no big deal. Like there's 20-point swings all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's the second consecutive win for the WNBA All-Star team over the Olympians. The opening ceremonies for the Paris Olympics will take place on Friday. So if you're ready for the Olympics, that's going to start on Friday.
I'm actually very excited.
Well, the opening ceremonies are always awesome.
Yeah.
And the way they're doing it now in Paris is going to be great. I don't know why it's on a Friday. Nobody's sitting home on a Friday watching the Olympics except old people.
Yeah.
I remember
and
last Olympics we were playing
people...
we had a Pitbull toddler gig, and I was sitting in my hotel room watching it before the gig.
And now with it being over in Paris, I believe it'll start like around 1 o'clock in the afternoon here,
well,
I think. So, yeah.
That's cool for us.
But I think a lot of the times that's who is watching the Olympics is a lot of just older people.
Because it's if you would have designed it a little bit better to make it conducive to family watching, if you did it on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I forget about the time.
Well,
difference.
they will have that. The opening ceremonies, I know what you're saying.
But they'll usually have it on at like bars and stuff, which is pretty cool because everyone can go to the bar and
not
watch
all of
it.
us are alcoholics.
Right, I get that.
And
I
a lot
get
of
that.
times they'll replay.
Yeah.
They'll replay
Yeah.
stuff, and you can watch, online and do different things.
Yeah, I feel like the world right now is at the perfect, atmosphere to hold the Olympic Games in Paris with everything that's going on.
Well, does that help bring people together
I
or
don't
do
think so.
anything?
No.
I know that we're Americans and we think we run everything, and there's other countries out there and stuff, but I still think Trump should light the torch. Right? I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
By the way, I saw a thing, obviously when the Olympics are coming up, they have a bunch of different things about the Olympics. Remember, was it in Greece whenever he shot the arrow to the torch?
I don't remember where it was.
I think it was Greece, but they were nervous about it, obviously, because it was a shot that far away and stuff. And they're like, we have to make sure that the guy can do it and stuff. And I want to say that he shot it 200 times and missed once.
Ooh.
Yeah,
But they didn't
every time.
But they didn't. Did you know they didn't do it?
No, there is a different one where they did the arrow on the cable. Remember that?
No. The guy shot it, but then when it went over the thing, they lit it from the bottom. He didn't actually light it.
No, but this was an older one because they've done it a few different times. Whatever. This one, this guy made it, and he did it like 200 times already. He's like, I've got it. I'm pretty good at this.
Didn't they used to like carry the torch all summer, like all around and stuff?
Yeah.
Is
and
that
they would have celebrities and Muhammad Ali, I remember.
Yeah.
I believe
ran
MJ
through.
and BJ carried the torch through Tampa. They jogged it through somewhere.
Is that? I guess that's not a thing anymore.
Well, I think it went across the country from here to LA or something like that. Whenever, well, because the Olympics were here.
Yeah,
so that's only when it was here.
I don't know whether they do it. Yeah, I don't know if they do it in other
I
countries.
feel like that was like a thing every year that the torch was being carried on wherever it was going to be.
I think that was just an American thing where they brought it through. I mean, maybe other countries do it differently, but because I remember I worked at FLZ at the time, and I think BJ ran with the torch.
It was like a thing, yeah.
I remember them hoping they wouldn't ask me to run with the torch.
I think it was like 96 is when it was in Atlanta.
Maybe that might have been it. Yeah.
Maybe electric bike with the torch.
That would be nice.
How about that? This is some bad news. Police in Palm Beach County have discovered the presence of synthetic opioid that is considered to be up to 50 times more potent than fentanyl.
50 times. What you gotta do? Say fentanyl, you die.
Right? Is that crazy? The drug, which has a crazy name, also goes by ISO or ISO, has been detected in only one other city in the United States, Philadelphia. Their health department said in March that the alert that the drug was first detected in Pennsylvania in December of 2022. West Palm Beach police organized crime unit seized 20 kilograms of this synthetic opioid, ISO, while conducting a search warrant on a house storage unit in Palm Beach County area. Police estimated it was worth roughly $1.6 million.
Wow.
For 20 kilograms of this stuff. Yeah, which is 50 times more potent than fentanyl.
That is not good.
What is it for? Like, what is the real use?
Probably at hospitals. If you're, I imagine if you're a drug addict and you get shot and you go into like the ER, the regular morphine isn't going to work on you if your body's used to that kind of drugs.
Okay.
So they need something way more potent to help you sedate you.
Well, you got to be in really bad shape.
Yeah.
And how do they know and how much to take and stuff? But yeah, they do use fentanyl for medical purposes, which is crazy because you're
that's our fentanyl.
Right,
yeah,
regular fentanyl, not crazy.
Yeah, the Chinese version.
But I found that those what was it, $2 $10 bills or whatever it was. Remember, I found on the side of the trail, and people were like, "Hey, be careful." Now I think about that, I'm like, "Ooh, what if I would have picked those up? And they had fentanyl on them, and I just
There was that police officer that needed Narcan, and she just touched it because were doing an investigation, and she got on her fingers.
That is scary, man.
And kidnappers, they're putting like clothes or cloth, like a napkin on your car, and they'll stuff it in your door handle.
Right.
And then you go to remove it, and then you touch it, and then they just follow you, and you end up passing out, and then they take you.
Yeah, they were saying they were putting it on gas pumps.
Yep.
Like they'll do that, and somebody will stop to get gas, and then they just pull up and get you.
That is so crazy. How do I get my wife to touch it?
Oh my God.
So there's this article from June 1st, 2022. The DEA's released an article, a drug that was never approved for medical use, nitazines, are being sourced from China and being mixed into other drugs. So this ISO comes back to all the way from 2019 when they first saw it in the Midwest.
They say that it was first detected in Pennsylvania in December of 2022. This specific one, so maybe that's part of it or whatever.
It's so crazy what they've been doing with drugs in these last 10 years.
Yeah. Hey, stop it.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's good.
That's how they get you.
We're all getting high.
CNBC just put out a list of states with the best and worst economies. Florida and Texas are doing the best. Hey, I wonder why. I wonder why that is. While Mississippi and Hawaii are struggling the most right now economically. Hawaii's never seemed to. There's very rich Hawaii, and then there's the rest of Hawaii.
Well, and also they just had that fire.
Yeah.
So I imagine that would have something to do with it.
Well, now Oprah owns Hawaii. So.
Right.
Oprah.
Yeah, and Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
In a new poll, 70% of people say they initially assume strangers are nice until proven otherwise. 30% believe the opposite, that strangers are enemies until proven otherwise.
I used to be that guy. I used to hate everybody at first, then maybe kind of like them, and now I'm like, I just like everybody.
Yeah, if you give me a reason to dislike you, I'll dislike you.
No, I disliked you right out of the gate. I didn't like your face. Not you. Yeah, I start off bad. Yeah, I'm talking about years ago. I'd start off hating everybody, thinking everybody had. I remember when I first came to this radio station, I didn't trust anybody. I didn't trust the salespeople. I didn't trust nothing. And then I was like, why is everybody so nice here? Why is this so good? I don't understand how this works. And I realized I'm the dick. Just maybe be a little bit nicer. And then now I'm happy to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I wasn't that way before.
But I can tell very quickly also whether you're good or bad. Like if I meet somebody, I'm immediately,
You were wrong about Rob.
Did you say you were wrong?
I like Rob.
About everyone? Some fascinating news out of South Africa. Police are investigating a case involving two suspects who allegedly shapeshifted and became cats to escape their holding cell last week.
It's possible.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
They have the FBI had a study that they had to release because of the Freedom of Information Act where they had patents and actual guides on how to move through walls.
I'm telling you right now, out of all the different stuff, invisible, fly, all the different things, I think I would pick shapeshifting.
Kitty cat? Oh.
No,
Shapeshifter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Cool.
can go anywhere.
Because you could do anything.
Yeah.
You could get away with so much stuff. You could do so many things. Like, obviously, anything guys want to use it for sex. You're in a
That's
bar.
what I always think.
Yeah, okay. So you're in a bar and you're talking to a girl and you're like, who's like your guy or like your movie star that you love? And they're like, oh, Bradley Cooper. And you go out and you're somewhat Bradley Cooper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you definitely you're tall and you have the good hair and you look a little bit like people, hey, have you ever Bradley Cooper? You look like Bradley. And then you walk back in and you pick her up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there you go. You did it.
I like it.
Also, you go in and you rob a place, and then you go around the corner and you're a
Somebody else.
70-year-old black
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're looking for a white guy.
Yeah.
No, not me. I think he went that way.
Yours are way better examples. I was thinking of turning into like a fly, and so it's just stupid.
But
stuff.
also, think about that. So if you could fly, okay, well, I can become an eagle.
Yeah.
You just go and fly, do whatever.
you have to do
imagine?
that?
Could you imagine getting in a fight with me? All right, cool. Let's go outside into the alley, and then you walk out, and I turn around, and I'm a goddamn grizzly bear.
That'd be terrifying.
Or what if you wanted to be play basketball and I turn myself into from the WNBA?
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, but I don't know whether these people became cats and got out of the holding cell, but I guess.
mean,
I believe it.
Yeah. I don't
Possibility.
even know it's real anymore.
Listen, Jeffrey Epstein, somebody got in his cell.
Yeah.
This is pretty interesting. Carmen, I think you're going to try this. 2 women are going viral for sharing their so-called fluffy Coke. Spanish, don't get excited.
All right.
That kind of thing.
Wrong
All right. All right.
Which is a spin on the previous cola and cream trends, dirty soda, where you put the milk in with the soda or cream in with the soda and do the different stuff. But listen to this. You take a cup of marshmallow fluff, add ice, pour in a can of Coke, but it would be like a almost like a root beer float. You know what I mean? Or
Like a
Coke float
sweet-
type thing, whatever.
They have vanilla Coke.
And drink it through a straw. The straw is important because you avoid the fluffy mustache and stuff. Yeah, so you get the straw and do that. But you can work
Okay.
on other sodas. Dr. Pepper, throw a little Dr. Pepper, a little cherry Coke, root beer,
Oh,
root beer, and some fluff.
Can I throw this out there?
Sure.
Don't think I've ever had fluff.
No,
I may have been in something I was unaware of, but I can tell you I've never gone and bought fluff.
your
and
kids
put them
ever
in
eat
it.
fluff?
I don't know.
That's good.
My kid,
don't know.
my son would eat peanut butter and fluff,
Yeah.
and that is difficult to do because it is
eat?
sticky.
Oh, yeah.
So to be able to put it on there and do this stuff, and then it's like you got to throw the knife away. It's like
Yeah.
cement.
I've never. It looks appealing,
It's delicious.
but I don't think I've ever had it.
oh, man.
I don't know. We've always been so traditional with our ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, sprinkles.
Yeah. Throw some fluff in every once in a
I
while.
might go get some fluff.
Yeah. Oh, I had French vanilla ice cream with olive oil and
Real cream?
and salt.
Oh, did you try that? The sea salt and the olive oil? So who was that? Was
I
that?
saw it on Instagram.
But I think it was what's her name? The really hot pop star. What's her name? The black
Dua
haired
Lipa?
one. Dua Lipa. Yeah, I think she was talking about it. And
What is
people tried
What
it.
is this now?
So you just take regular French vanilla ice cream. You do like just like a drizzle of olive oil and then salt. I use sea salt because that's just what I had.
That's what
But,
they say to use is sea
yeah,
salt.
it was delicious.
That's what people say.
Sounds disgusting.
I know that's what I thought. I was like, "There's no way this is going to be any good." But it made the ice cream really velvety, and then the salt,
Do
made
you
it
mix
taste-
it all up, or you just eat
I
it
didn't.
like as a topping?
Yeah, I didn't mix it up. I just like drizzled it on top and
Okay.
then threw salt on top.
Because
and
I
just started
saw a
eating it.
video of Dua Lipa talking about it, and then a guy was like, "Let me try it, whatever," and he tried it and he liked it, and then like a redneck guy was like, "Come on, this can't be serious, whatever." So he does it, whatever, and he goes, "God damn, that's good."
I was shocked.
It's
Can you,
weird. It's weird how stuff goes
Yeah.
together.
Can you give us a girlfriend update?
No girlfriends.
What do we got dating wise?
Dating wise, just I kind of hit like a dry spell right now. Actually,
man.
yeah. And
All your dates fell off?
well, like I'm like talking to girls, but none in constant enough communication
where I feel comfortable asking them to meet up.
What
Does that make
about
sense?
the last one that you sent us a picture of that we all agreed was hot?
Yeah, she's
Too hot for you?
No, maybe that's it. We'll have like these sporadic moments of texting, and then she'll disappear for a couple days, and I don't text her when she does that. So I'll wait for her to hit me back up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought the two of my friends who are girls this weekend who were hot, who were both going out on dates.
Yeah.
Not together, separately. And I went, that's just so. I going to meet a random dude that you don't know at a bar somewhere. It just seems
Enjoy
weird.
murder.
That's a date.
I know, but it's weird that
It's because you're so far removed from it.
yeah. I never got to do that with the dating apps and all that stuff, and I don't think I would like how that whole weirdness of being at a bar waiting for some stranger that you don't know. Then you walk in, you're like, God damn, she's hot. And then she's like, God damn, you're a nerd. You know? I'm like, I don't know what she's thinking. And the whole night I gotta wonder, is she like me? Is she not like me?
Some young girl came up to me and my wife at Foreigner, and she was
talking.
She goes, "Oh my God, you're beautiful," saying to my wife, and she goes, "You better thank your lucky stars," to me. And I go, "I do." And she goes, like 10 times. And I go, 1,000,000. She goes, even more. I go, "All right, relax."
Yeah. Do people realize how rude that is?
No.
Like what
They
they're
have no
saying
idea.
is you're so ugly. that you should not. I want to. My grandmother used to say that to me. My grandmother used to look at the man and go, "Michael, you are so lucky." She said, "I go, am I the lucky one?" I'm like, she doesn't work. She lives in this house and hasn't since since we met. Which one of us got lucky? You think?
You.
Jeez. All right. I'll take it. Can I tell you that this Phoenix Rising roller coaster at Busch Gardens, his new one,
No.
it's appealing to me.
Why?
Because it's different. It's you sit in it and it goes over your shoulders.
Yeah.
And
No, this one's not.
Oh, I was just looking at it.
I was looking. The lap. It comes down on your lap.
Oh,
I was reading that. That's one of the cool things about it is no over the shoulder.
I need it over the shoulder.
Yeah, you catch the airtime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what
No,
they're
I don't
telling
like
me,
that. Did you guys do that? I know you probably would never do this, but that manta ray one where it like leans
So I
you
thought
back?
about that
I've
one
done
too.
that.
That one looks pretty cool. You've been on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Like
on
I'm
it, too.
afraid of all of these things. There's no even like I'm not just even. I'm afraid of all of them. But there's something about that one that looks kind of cool.
I went on Falcon's Fury. Is that right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
insane.
why. I still blame John Brennan. In fact, every time I see him, I should kick him in the shin.
What?
It doesn't make any- because he said to me, we were over there, and he goes, "I'm going to go on Falcon's Fury. You want to go?" And I go, "No, that's all right, whatever." And then he walked away, and I go, "Yeah, I'll go." And then I went, and then I was like, "Why am I doing this?"
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Yeah, that one's not fun.
No.
it's way up there.
yeah,
man.
yeah. And they drop and stop, and you're hanging over, and
Is that where you were, Gio?
Yeah, that's at the field.
Oh, he's wearing that's a cool Bucks hat. I thought that was a Longhorns hat. I like that little TB action.
I would have loved to just see you come, like just your head peek out right next to him. In that shot.
Still
Yeah.
friends? Still friends?
Yeah, he was super cool.
Spanish, I think you're going to be excited. And I thought that we just did this, but maybe we didn't. Today is National Hammock Day.
Hell yeah!
Goodness.
Didn't we talk about, wasn't it like
Maybe it was
feel
hammock
like-
date
a
today?
couple weeks ago? There was something with hammocks or
Maybe it
something?
was Sunset Day or something.
Maybe,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I
Well,
love
today
Sunset
is
Day.
National Hammock Day.
Hell yeah!
So break it out and get
I'm
going.
in.
And
The fact that you didn't know that though really questions
Yeah.
your
little disappointing.
dedication. to
are you
hammocks.
really into
Hammock life?
hammocks?
Yeah.
You
don't
were
know?
not the hammock daddy that we
No.
thought you were.
Listen, when you're this deep into hammock daddy culture,
You're not.
every day is hammock day. You don't stop and recognize one day as hammock day. You bring all your dates into your weird purple 2-person hammock.
Can I tell you, while we were on vacation, John Senning filled in for us
Yeah.
with Gio. Mm-hmm. People loved it.
I was very surprised.
I was very surprised too. People normally love to hate things, and they were very complimentary of you and John Senning together.
I thought it went horrible.
You did?
And then the reaction online was contrary to that.
And then Sam was in there too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
Sam, we're always wondering about Sam, like what she does.
Yeah, always at weddings.
Man, she was exposing a lot of
Like
stuff.
what? Like what?
all kinds of stuff.
Oh, like
I learned about her bowel movements.
Whoa.
I learned about what it takes to get into a skinny dress. She was having issues with her.
I can tell you what it takes. Bowel movements.
Yeah, that's what she said. and she uses coffee to clear the pipes. And she's having a big dilemma right now because her eyebrow person told her that she should start waxing her upper lip as well. Because she's got some stuff going on there.
Oh, my.
Yeah. And her husband deals in booze, which she gave me a bottle of booze, which was great.
Yeah.
He works for Tito's. Doesn't
Yeah.
Deals in booze. What's your job? I deal in booze.
Sam is a woman of mystery, and I really did learn a lot.
Well, she only gets to talk for 10 seconds on the other station.
true.
She goes, I think this is the most I've talked in my entire career.
Well, it's interesting because her and Ethan are both trying to get on the bone, it seems like.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
you know, they're both on other stations that same company, but they're kind of putting their foot in
I
the
don't know
door.
if I'm going to allow it.
Huh? We'll see what happens.
I need to
I
look
vote
at-
yes on Sam.
Yes on Sam?
Yeah, she's got. There's a lot.
and Ethan.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I like Sam. I didn't hear it. I was on vacation, but I did. People loved it. People are very quick to talk about how they hate things, but people really. And I don't know this Wix guy that was on, but people are going crazy over him.
I did not know that guy either. And John was like, I got this OMG Wix guy.
John
coming
Wick?
in. Yeah. OMG Wix. And I go, okay, yeah, man. That's what I had no idea. And like I said, people went nuts. Like
He's a
everybody.
social
He's like
guy?
Florida man. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like Florida man.
Oh,
type of-
I've seen videos.
Yeah.
Monica came in and she's like, is he
Yeah.
going to be here in the building? And John's like, yeah, he's going to be here about 10 minutes. She freaked out. She was sitting in the studio because she wanted to make sure she got a picture
Oh, that's
with
so funny.
OMG Wix.
Well, people loved him too.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, thank you. I'm glad it went. I'm glad it went well.
So if they offered you, John, and Sam your guys' own show,
Whoa, let's not get crazy.
do you leave this show?
What time's the show on?
For some reason, Roger and JP, with the cable broke and we can't hear them anymore from New York, so you guys are middays now.
Cable, bro.
No, not middays?
No.
What if it's afternoons?
Oh.
I'll listen to some.
What if they're like, hey, look, we're gonna move Drew to early middays. It'll be Roger and JP, and then Drew, and then you guys.
I mean, you
Your
want
show.
to offer a prime time spot. I'll listen. But
Yeah.
Drew decides he's not going to run for re-election.
am I Kamala or is John Senni Kamala?
I think you're both Kamala.
What if it's nights? What if it's?
Oh, God,
Whoa,
no.
hold on. But what if they get rid of Johnny B and Mo, and they put you guys on right at 7 o'clock? Oh, really?
No. Nights?
So afternoons or nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there you go, Mike. See if
Yeah.
you can-
I think we're
Gavel
safe
it.
with Gio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, is there maybe another station down the hall?
Where would you go?
I don't even know.
You know, I don't even know. I found out the other day Scott still works here.
Who's Scott?
Scotty the Body?
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he's morning.
Yeah, but I didn't even know. I didn't know where.
I thought
Do you-
Danielle did that.
No,
wanna say-
she's middays.
You want to say what your daughter said?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can say that.
Well, you know,
yeah.
kids see the truth.
I
Yeah.
took my daughter to go see Benson Boone at Janice Landing not too long ago, and she met Scott, who used to work at what was the thing called?
Hot 101.
Hot 101.5. And the other day, she was trying to remember who he was, and she goes, "Remember that guy at Benson Boone we met?" And I went, "Who?" And she goes, "The guy who's gay but has a girlfriend." And I went, "What?" She said that on her own. She picked it up. She smelled it. Yeah, and I go, he's not gay. Okay.
I saw a thing. I think he posted it. Scotty did, and it said, "Finish this the weekend or Fridays for," and it had a finish this sentence thing, whatever, and it was a picture of him with his girlfriend, and I was gonna write beards. Oh, come on.
He is poor man's Twister. What is that guy's name?
D. Snyder?
No.
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
That's my
He's
bad.
poor man's Glenn Powell. Did anybody see that movie?
No.
No.
I heard it made $75 million.
Yeah, did
A
pretty
buddy
well.
of mine saw it. He said it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will see it when I don't have to pay
By
for
the
it.
way, somebody pointed out Glenn Powell is just making all the movies he loved growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top Gun, he's in Twister. You know, it'll be Jurassic Park next.
Last night I got in bed and I was just flipping through the channels, and so there's a series of MGM pay channels, like movie channels, and they always have a Tom Cruise movie.
Oh,
on
yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me slip through the Tom Cruise channels and see what's there. And I mean, it was just starting, and at Top Gun, I was
yeah.
like, we're in for the night now.
So good.
Can I just tell you that the 24-hour Godfather channel is back, baby?
Oh,
it is
see,
back.
yeah.
It is back working.
You were doubting
It
them.
took them 6 months.
It did.
But I got it back. It was great. I was so happy.
I tried to start watching the Horizon movie. I got through like 10 minutes and bailed.
Yeah.
It's slow moving.
Yeah, it's on
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's on the streaming
It's not worth
services
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's slow moving.
I cannot watch Top Gun Maverick without for the rest of the day just going nice. I love when he
Yeah.
starts taking off and he's running the course without them knowing and stuff, and the girl just goes nice. It's so dumb. Another person that you hung out this weekend, Gio, Jake Paul. Jake Paul was in town. He beat Mike Perry Saturday night, knocking down the bare knuckle brawler 3 times and winning the fight by TKO in the 6th round. Paul battered Perry early and left his face coated with blood during the fight. Listen, Perry was staying in there eating all those punches and stuff. Like, he should have been done way earlier.
He didn't
but
know
he's a
how
tough
to.
guy.
He didn't know how to box.
He doesn't know how to box. And I was saying this to my wife because I go, who do you think's going to win? She said, Mike Perry. And I said, here's the problem. And you could see it from the first 10 seconds. Boxing, bare knuckle fighting, UFC. They're all forms of fighting. They're all different. And he had no idea. He had his hands down.
Right, like you don't take a boxing lesson.
He was standing up straight.
Yeah.
He just really had no idea what he was doing in a boxing ring.
Look,
Listen,
he's a tough guy.
I don't want to fight Mike Perry.
No, he's a tough guy, and he went in there and he like you said, he ate all those punches, and he didn't go. He went down and got back up 3 times. I mean, he's a tough guy. Don't get me wrong. But he was not a boxer. So now what does this leave us with Jake Paul? We're still like impressed with Jake Paul. He's beating up guys who aren't boxers.
Are you impressed with him?
No,
Because here's the problem.
I mean, I am. He's put on this whole thing.
Yeah. Listen, he's making a ton of money. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't need any advice from me. But and he says he wants to be a champ, if you want to be taken seriously as a boxer, you have to stop fighting all these gimmick fights. You fought one guy that was the same age as you that was a boxer, and you lost.
Yeah.
That was the only loss.
Who was that?
That was Tommy Fury.
Fury, yeah. It was decision loss.
But that's a guy, instead of this old guy, this guy that was a basketball player, this guy that was a YouTuber, all these different things, you're doing all this stuff. And now, of course, they have the Tyson fight, which is happening on November 15th.
Is it?
And a heavyweight bout on Netflix. Yeah, who knows?
He said sign the contract. He still hasn't signed the contract.
But then after that, he said it's done. But who knows? Whatever. And he said if he would have lost to Mike Perry, that would have put that in jeopardy for sure.
He's also calling out Alex Pereira now, and he was calling out Conor McGregor.
And I also heard that there was like a no knockout clause in the Mike Tyson fight, which is why Mike Tyson doesn't want to sign it.
Well, what does that mean? No knockout clause.
Can't.
That means you can't knock out. Again, I don't know. This is just rumors on the internet.
Yeah, but if I hit you by accident in the head and you get knocked out, I'm not, how do I get
But that's what I'm saying. He probably can't hit him in the head. That's probably part of the knockout clause.
But no, this is that's supposedly a
Right.
sanctioned fight, which is not an exhibition, which you can't imply and impose those rules or do that. So I don't know, and that's the whole thing. That's the other thing is, yeah, he won this fight against Mike Perry. It was an ugly fight, but he won the fight. But there are some fights where you go, I don't know whether that was set up or not, because it's not like it's new to boxing for setups to happen and stuff. But he's in there and he's fighting and he's doing stuff. But if he wants to be taken seriously as a boxer, I think he needs to fight guys his own age that are actual boxers.
Also, if he wants to be taken seriously, don't get pushed in a shopping cart. And
that whole
the most
thing.
embarrassing thing that I saw out of everything was at the end, when he's there doing his victory press conference or press, raining, and his father is standing behind him spraying him with whatever that stuff was.
Yeah, it's I don't know whether that's some
like
new
his
product.
new
He's just like a batter.
Also, did you see in his dressing room? And then the fight, and the chickens, and something on fire. And it's like, oh boy,
dude! I went to this on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest spectacle I've ever attended ever. My son and daughter wanted to go. So I'm like, all right, I'll get tickets. We'll go.
But that's the other thing, real quick, is that I even tweeted about it last week. Up until last week, you could still buy floor tickets for like $100.
I was expecting it to not be that filled.
Right.
We walk in. it's filled to the rafters.
Really?
I mean, it was.
Yeah, it was over 17,000.
But it was dirt cheap.
Yeah, I guess you could get tickets for like $20, but like, I mean, it was when I say it was filled to the top at Amalie Arena, which was surprising to begin with, and it was the weirdest combination of people. It was like teenage bros wearing sunglasses and shirts to like giant muscled up dudes that looked like they were fighting tonight walking through the crowd. Everybody's just completely just hammered drunk. You look over here, there's people fighting in the crowd. Look over here, there's Hulk Hogan limping to the stage. Then I look over here, there's a scuffle and all these cameras are following somebody. I'm like, what the hell's going this? It's Hawk Tua Girl walking in, which like everybody's going nuts and Hawk Tua Girl is there.
That's wild, yeah, because there's a lot of the different people. Because I went and saw him fight against Woodley, and the Island Boys were there.
It's the weirdest gathering of
and
people.
then Nate Diaz was there. Yeah, it's a bunch of different.
Chupapi Monino guy was there.
There. I mean, I'm just sitting in the seats looking around. I'm like, this is so weird. This girl's whipping her boobs out. Then the Jake Paul comes in on a shopping cart, and there's giant like body spray cans jumping in the air and spraying stuff.
It was weird. I thought about it for a second. I was like, maybe I'll go, and then I went, no, I don't. I just had I could just sit in my living room and watch it. So
the King of Tampa Bay was right down there ringside.
Who was that?
Titus O'Neil.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, he was in there with Serrano. Yeah, he was in her corner.
He was there with Jake Paul, like in his locker room, and then he was like right down there, front and center in the ring. He's the King of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, for sure.
It was so weird. It was just the wildest spectacle.
Get used to it. The inaugurations are going to be like that the next couple of years.
If Jake Paul fights there again, I'm definitely going. Just the people watching alone and the atmosphere was just so crazy.
If it was a better fight, I would have gone. If it would have been, if it was a Tyson fight, I would have been there 100%.
The crowd loved it. They went nuts when that knockout happened.
Yeah.
It was they were
how
going
about
crazy.
the knockout 2 fights prior? Where that guy got knocked out cold.
Yeah.
Who was losing the entire time, and then hit the guy 3 times on his way down. It was crazy.
Knocked him out cold, man.
And then you had Amanda Serrano, who had her 50th fight, who fights a lot with Jake Paul because she's with the MVP stuff, which she'll be fighting the undercard if the Tyson fight happens. She fought Tampa's own Stevie Morgan, which, wow, that was pretty brutal. That was pretty brutal. Like I think she's 14-1 or something. She had 13 knockouts. Stevie did, but it's just a completely different
Her
level.
punch ratio was 150 to 1.
I don't know whether she was so overwhelmed by the.
That's what they kept saying. That she looked like she was too overwhelmed to be in there. I'm like, I don't know. I thought it was when she kept getting punched in the face that was really wrong.
There was one guy by me, and like in the first 30 seconds, he goes, "Oh no, that poor girl."
Yeah, it really
she's
was
just getting
that.
pummeled.
But I mean, it was
nonstop.
It was almost like having a 5th grader who's good at basketball going against LeBron James.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, he's dunking right in his face. I mean, it was
smiling the whole time.
It was wild. It was like, you don't belong in this ring with me. It was pretty wild.
I think that somebody told her that. I think that got in her head. When she got in there. I blame Titus.
Carmen, you said about Conor McGregor. So did you see Conor McGregor injecting himself into the Jake Paul fight? He tweeted out, "Jake Paul is the biggest pee bag I have ever seen in my life."
What a great line.
40-pound weight difference, juiced out of his head, and still S himself in there. He said, you should take him to Vegas. Oh, that's right. You never could. The Athletic Commission is testing, real fighting. Bitch ass, you could never. And then calling out 60-year-old Mike Tyson fresh off a medical emergency. I swear to God, a fat can of pee, most valuable pee bag.
He's the best.
A can of pee bag. That's what a great line.
In his accent.
It's so good.
So there you go, Conor McGregor.
I had a great time. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I got to tell you, that was the first time the fight that he did against Woodley was the first time somebody could not stop yelling, "Let's go!" The guy behind me, "Let's go! Let's go!" By the way, I think that's a mental disorder now.
Oh yeah.
If you say, the people cannot stop saying "Let's go."
Tom Brady syndrome.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
There was a lot of that. A lot of "Let's go." Like, it was just, like I said, the people watching alone for me was 100% worth
it's
the
wild.
price of admission.
It is wild.
How do you convince your kids to still do stuff with you?
They wanted to. They wanted
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not,
My
not,
son
Yeah, they're not going by themselves.
not taking anything away from you.
My
But
son would have been like, "Can you buy me tickets?"
No, there was no way I was letting my daughter go down there by herself.
Yeah.
And
How old is she?
She's 15.
Yeah.
She wanted to go to. I'm like, no.
She wanted to go to the fight?
Yeah, she wanted because Jake Paul is
Paul.
like,
Okay,
that's
got it.
their
Yeah.
age group. That he's like, super famous. So, like, literally, my daughter goes, "I can't believe I saw Jake Paul and the Hawk Tour girl tonight in real life." And she goes, "In real life," she was blown away by that.
you had her come in and meet the Florida guy, whatever his name is.
Oh, OMG's Wicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to introduce you to Titus? I could probably do that.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to see Titus. Yeah.
King of
No.
Dude, Hawk Tour was like everybody was going nuts.
Where what? And then I didn't see anything other than the one picture.
Yeah, she
of
was
her.
she was on the floor.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't realize who it was. I saw like somebody being followed by a bunch of cameras. Like, what the hell's going on down here?
By the way, nobody's more upset about the assassination attempt than she is because that knocked her right off the.
Yeah.
Is she Hawk to and Jake Paul?
I have no idea. I would just maybe.
I don't know.
No,
Every
she's-
guy that hooks up with her expects that, right?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But also, like, I saw a video that she went to New York for the first time and she was doing like food reviews and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think she is taking her 15 minutes and she's just going.
Let's
with
remember
it.
where she got those 15 minutes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embarrassing her father.
She had a camera crew following her and like a little mini entourage. And
I'm looking forward to her album.
yeah, everybody was turning like, "Oh my god, talk to a girl." They were going nuts for her.
Yeah.
It was so weird. And she was with the Hulk Tua Hogan and like it was wild. It was the
He
weird.
was there with wife number 5.
Yeah.
And that looks just like 1 through 4.
Hawk Tua was sitting right by him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the celebrity row.
Hawkamania.
Were there any real celebrities there?
Not it's hard to see. I saw Antonio Tarver.
No Ric Flair.
I didn't know Ric Flair. Like I said, Hogan got a big. They showed Hogan coming in, and everybody thought that was great. Oh, and at one point, the whole entire crowd. I don't know if you could hear on TV. They all started chanting "F Joe Biden," which was fun.
Oh, no, I didn't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
So the kids got into it too. We're all "F Joe Biden." It was awesome.
This it's so funny.
Like
but
the whole Amalie Arena is chanting "F Joe Biden" in the middle of the Jake Paul fight, which made sense.
wow. Well, look, it was good to have that nonsense here in Tampa.
I would 100% go again just for the spectacle. Not even just for the fight, just the weird collection of people and celebrities and hot chicks and drunk bros puking in trash cans, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it sounds like you had all those things except celebrities.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just had
Titus
weirdos.
was the biggest
and-
celebrity there.
Oh, Jesus.
Rolling Stone says the best album cover of all time is. Do you already know?
Sgt.
but-
Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
That'd be a good guess.
That's
Very
what
iconic.
it- yeah.
You know what it is immediately.
No, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
don't
go
know
put
what
it
it is.
down.
No, it's not up. That's not up.
What do you mean it's not up?
It's not up. That's
He can see it, dum dum. It's right there.
I'm not looking.
not the best one.
It's
Smashing
not.
Pumpkins?
No, that's not Smashing.
What is
Limp Bizkit.
That's Limp Bizkit.
Limp Biscuits.
Never mind.
No, I gotta know.
Story's over.
I know.
I'm gonna guess chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Was the best album?
No, that's the
You're wrong.
worst one. That's the worst
It's the
one.
worst one.
I
But
just
you
saw it.
already saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, what? I'm
I
so
didn't. I wasn't
confused
trying to look.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't blame you.
yeah.
Okay.
It's Unknown Pleasure.
Can I guess again?
It's Unknown Pleasure by Joy Division.
Yeah.
Unknown pleasure.
Yeah.
What is it?
Joy Division.
That's the.
Yeah, we saw that.
That's the best. Yeah. Okay.
That's the best one.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I hate Rolling Stone.
And that's the worst.
I don't.
I wouldn't say that's the worst one.
I disagree.
What would you say is the worst?
All right.
Maybe we move that screen. We would turn it
Maybe.
to.
I thought
maybe
we
we do.
did that. What happened to the putting it up on this screen?
Well, I think Big Dick sent some instructions in it. So
We're missing a
Galvin.
wire. I think we're missing a wire.
we might be missing a wire.
Bruce Springsteen has reportedly
I like
joined
his album.
the Billionaires Club with a net worth of at least $1.1 billion. He sold his music catalog for $500 million back in 2021.
Hey, Bruce, how many millions do you have?
By the way, he is very normal now.
Yeah.
You see him on like talk shows, and he's clean shaved and just like a
Yeah.
normal
He's
guy.
a 70-year-old man now.
I know, but you think of Bruce Springsteen, you think of that. I was in Jersey.
My thing is his kids. He's got kids, and one of his kids is a firefighter.
Yeah.
And I want to whisper in that kid's ear and be like, you know, That's $1 million. What? You're running into buildings, into fiery buildings.
Eminem has dethroned Taylor Swift. The Death of Slim Shady is the #1 album in the country.
I don't understand it.
I haven't even
just
listened.
sounds like reworked versions of the Slim Shady songs.
Really?
No, because I guess there's a concept behind it. Like he's talking to Eminem and Slim Shady, and I don't
He's
really get
talking
it.
to Slim Shady as himself,
Right.
and he's basically killing him off. Is the thing.
But the thing is, it's all like the same song.
Yeah. All right.
I miss angry Eminem when he hated his
too.
mother
Yeah.
and hated his ex-wife and all that. That was good Eminem.
How about slitting her throat?
I'm not saying this is bad. I just don't.
He's still
I don't
angry
know.
though. Remember, he didn't smile in his daughter's wedding picture.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
His beard is weird.
Super cool.
My favorite thing is watching Gen Z
Oh, yes.
listen to Eminem
Yes.
for the first time, and they are like just shocked. They were like, "Oh my God, what is he saying?" And I don't know. I love their reaction videos.
Yeah.
I don't know. Myself.
good.
The movie that you don't need and hope would never happen, the Spinal Tap sequel, should hit theaters in spring or summer of 2025. I mean, stop it. Stop it.
I hope there's an accompanying album with it.
Spinal Tap, the original Spinal Tap movie was great. It was great. It was a mockumentary. It was like one of the first ones that you saw like that. And obviously there's been so many iconic lines out of that. This goes to 11, them trying to find the stage, all that stuff. Funny, good.
Yep.
Leave it alone.
Long-awaited sequels, man. That's the rage now, and they rarely pan out. I saw the new Beverly Hills Cop. No good.
I gave it
Yeah.
6 minutes before I was like,
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
It
I
was
just
it was
like,
all right. Just it was.
I didn't
nothing.
watch
Same
that.
thing.
I didn't watch
We didn't
the
need
Coming to America one.
Yeah. Coming to America was horrible. That was bad.
that had such potential to be good.
They got the whole cast back. The
Such
whole
potential
original
to be
cast.
And then they put Leslie Jones in it.
If Leslie Jones would have been his son, it would have been hilarious.
Now we're talking.
She did an Instagram live the other day. She
Still
is,
around?
She is not a handsome woman.
Remember there was the pictures and videos of her?
Sex tape.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Who is in that? I don't know. I assume the person with that now.
She really thought that Ghostbusters thing was going to work out.
Yeah. You know.
I don't know. Gross.
So we had some deaths while we were away. Richard Simmons passed away. Lou Dobbs passed away. This one hurt my soul. Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart died. Oh, that's so bad. I love Bob Newhart. I went and saw Bob Newhart over at Ruth Eckerd Hall at 3:00 in the afternoon, and I was the youngest person by at least 25 years, and it was fantastic. By the way, CBS is doing a tribute to Bob Newhart tonight, so if you want to check that out. But of course, that has some death pool implications.
Bob Newhart had the Newhart show.
Yes.
And then he had the Bob Newhart
show. Yeah.
Both of them were fantastic.
So good.
Both of them were fantastic.
So good. And one of the best endings ever in TV history.
100%.
So Mike Calta
Yes.
had Bob Newhart.
Yes.
81 points for Bob Newhart.
Ooh, Big Bob.
Yeah, because he was an original pick. And then what did you get? 2 in 1 week, I think it was.
Yep,
Points for that. So the current standings, if we want to go through these, by the way, no points. Oh, you had Richard Simmons as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you had Richard Simmons as well. So you got points for him. No points for Lou Dobbs, I don't believe.
Nope.
But we'll go through the standings right now. In last place with 0 points. By the way, halfway through the year, no points for Ian Beckles. Then Pat Pap is next. He has 52 points. Right. Gio just ahead of him with 61 points. Tony Burton has 68 points. Then we go to Carmen, who gets up into the triple digits with 112 points. Spanish has 134 points. I am just ahead of him with 141 points. And then we make quite a jump to Mike Calta, who has had quite a few people dying. 313 points. 313 points.
Did you say
Why
that?
do I feel like I'm not going to get my money from anybody?
What do you mean? You always
money
give
every
your money.
time.
No.
Who'd say you're the only one that you don't think you're going to get your money from?
Oh, I'm not playing.
Exactly.
Gio's not
there.
playing, and
What?
Joe doesn't pay.
And Joe
Gio's
tries
not playing.
to steal the money.
Yeah, Joe, take the money.
Gio's in. Gio said he was in from the beginning, so
Yeah.
we cut his hand off. He doesn't pay. Joe, start saving now, sunsets, and whatever you can get your hands on. you know that I'm good for it.
Yeah.
And then Spanish will go to dinner with you or something.
No.
I don't know.
I'll pay.
What,
I
was
pay.
there Lou
I don't
Dobbs
want dinner.
points or no?
No, I was just saying. Did you say Mike had Richard Simmons?
He did.
Yeah, did you?
Carmen has Richard.
Oh, he agreed,
Carmen.
so don't
Yeah.
put me on
I don't
the
know who's on
island.
my list.
Carmen had Richard Simmons, yeah, so.
I can't look at the list. It's still blocked.
Yeah, it's
on
blocked
there.
on mine too. I have to look on my phone.
I can't even use my phone because I'm in the building.
Oh, that's
Oh, you can turn off the Wi-Fi. But yeah, so there you go. Mike in the lead right now, 313 points. We're halfway through, so you never know.
Our own death pool is blocked.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
And we've told them, like,
Yeah,
20
God
times.
forbid I need to use stuff for news. And
Yeah.
The two you had were Dr. Ruth and then Bob Newhart.
there you go.
I did have two. I knew I had two.
Yeah.
So. Okay, well, good for me. I should call my shot now.
Murderer.
Try it.
I didn't.
Yeah,
kill
by
them.
the way, nobody dead until Mike said that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We haven't anybody died. And then boom, 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 boom. People
Yeah.
just started falling over.
I don't remember a lot of things to say on the show, but people were so quick to point it out to me. You're killing everybody. You didn't say. I was like, yeah, I didn't.
All those
I do
people,
have the
and
power.
we almost lost a president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is true. I'm surprised.
By the
already
way,
picked
I had
Biden.
said that before that president should be worth more.
Yes.
There should be some sort of thing if you pick a president, because you still have, what's his name? Carter. Jimmy Carter's still alive, right?
Yeah.
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 He's on my,
Alive?
he's on my list.
You have him,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're not making that rule now, Joe. But finally, in news, USA Today asked their readers to vote on their favorite fast food joints. Okay, so this is all over the country. So it may not necessarily be a place we have in Florida, but a lot of Florida obviously made the list. What do you think are some of the best ones? Fast food places, favorite one, USA Today poll. What would you say?
So I don't know if I read this story or not, but I heard that Del Taco had overtaken Chick-fil-A.
Del Taco, number one.
Yeah.
There's around 600 locations in 18 states. They're mostly focused in western states, plus Georgia and Florida. So there is Del Tacos in
Is
Florida.
that Danny Trejo's place?
No.
No.
Not that I'm aware of. What else? So Del Taco is number one for the poll there.
Danny Trejo owns a donut store.
I thought he did tacos.
Taco Donuts.
Be delicious.
I'm going to guess Chick-fil-A is
okay.
number 2.
Chick-fil-A is not number 2.
Oh.
Chick-fil-A is number 3.
Number 2.
Taco Bell.
I can tell you Taco Bell, of course, is in there. Number 7.
Where's
Taco
Mickey D's
Bell.
rank?
McDonald's for fast food is not in the top 10 anymore.
Yeah, no, because it's
Gotta hurt.
gross
That is-
and it's
Oh.
expensive.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Standard.
Still the
Listen,
best.
no, I'm telling you, it's too expensive for what it is. And like when you see the size comparison to what it used to be to what it is now, and then on top of that, there's like a 400% markup on it. Go screw yourself,
Listen to the pro.
McDonald's.
Wow.
Listen to the pro over here.
Yeah.
Listen, I
out.
refuse to accept your anti-Big Mac propaganda.
All right, burger
Get
guy.
outta here.
Yeah.
I'm not anti Big Mac. I am make my Big Mac at home because their Big Mac sucks. Their Big Mac is not a real Big Mac anymore. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna make my own.
No, go dip in your homemade soap.
Ew, you went from making your own armpit stuff to your own hamburgers.
It's all in the same pot.
Oh no.
Hate it here.
Listen, a quarter pounder is still a quarter pounder.
That is true,
No,
and
it's
that is
not because they changed the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you mean?
They actually use better
Lighter
meat and
meat?
it tastes worse.
Oh.
because they make like that is the only thing that they make on the spot. Everything else is pre-made and just getting heat up. You know what I mean? But a quarter pounder they actually make to order.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
Delicious.
Who else you got? So we got Del Taco number 1, Chick-fil-A 3, Taco Bell is 7,
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger, your burger guy got it number 4.
Long John Silver's.
Guy. Reluctant burger guy.
Long
Steak and
John
Shake.
Silver, no,
No?
that is not on there. But someone kind of adjacent to
Taco
Long John
Bell.
Silver?
KFC.
No, we already said Taco Bell.
Arthur Treacher's fish and chips.
By the way,
Arby's?
I didn't mean actually adjacent to Carmen, so not the same building.
Okay.
What did you? No,
I'm
that's
kidding. Yeah.
Zaxby's.
Joe. You said something.
Arby's.
Arby's comes in at number 10. Number 10.
You know what they got over
Zaxby's
there?
comes in at number 9. I
You know what they
believe.
got at
I
Arby's?
believe they have the vegetables.
No.
They
Is
got
that
Cheese.
not right?
They had the
No.
cheese.
Something
No,
else.
no,
It's
you guys
definitely
are way
something
off.
We got the buns.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's the meats.
No. So no Long John Silver's. Yes, Captain D's. By the way, has anybody been to Captain D's? I'm not making a joke.
Yes, you are.
I've gone there.
Captain D's is very good. Captain D's is very good.
Where is it?
They have
It's
over
right below my belly.
500 locations in 22 states, mostly in the southeastern states and stuff. But like good big like fish sandwiches and stuff. Yeah, Captain D's is actually pretty good.
I've never seen one.
Well, doesn't mean they don't exist. Number 8 was Popeyes.
Popeyes under the radar, I think.
Yeah, that chicken sandwich
Popeyes is really
was
good.
legit.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Hardee's, which you don't see too many
I
Hardee's
see a
anymore.
lot of Hardee's.
Every small town has a Hardee's for some reason.
Yeah.
Get them good fries.
Yeah.
You guys still have not got number 2. Whataburger, no. Whataburger, fantastic, but not on this list.
What's the other one? Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box, no. I think you're going to be very
Wendy's.
surprised. Wendy's, no. So this is USA Today, top fast food joints, according to their readers. They did a poll. No.
Dairy Queen.
Number 2 is another chicken place.
Not chicken filet.
Oh, Raising Cane's?
No.
Huey Magoo's.
No.
Fat burger.
Make it easier.
He says a chicken place.
Chicken
Yeah.
place.
Chicken time.
Chicken place.
KFC.
Pollo Tropical.
KFC.
Yeah.
I said KFC earlier.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No,
No,
I
people are yelling a lot of stuff.
I did. All right.
And
I'm
this
sorry.
guy, we're saying
don't
chicken
blame you.
places, and this guy's yelling burger places. KFC, which I will tell you, KFC, good. A lot of times, though, the service is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Service is terrible, but most of the time, KFC tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Those biscuits.
KFC. The
Biscuits are
biscuits,
pretty good.
yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember we would get the family KFC
Oh, the
bucket
bucket,
meal. And
yeah.
it was like a big deal. That's like it was almost a treat sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, KFC was good, but then when about time when they changed their name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to
Yeah.
KFC, you started realizing how bad it was for you to eat it all the time. Yeah, it's a great option when you're a middle class family and you want to go spend $30 on dinner. It's great for everybody.
Yeah.
Then after day 62, when you see your kids are getting fat and you're like, we can't do this anymore.
That
Also, the bucket is great. You're like, oh, we got a bucket of chicken. Does not do well for leftovers.
Nah.
No.
You cannot get that back on properly.
No.
And it's got the holes in the side, and you're like, just wrap it.
We ate more Pollo Tropical growing up because we grew up in South Florida.
Yeah.
And my mother was like very heavy into Pollo Tropical.
Right.
And
grilled.
I remember going over to friends' places and their parents would get KFC. Man, oh man, that was always a treat. Always a treat.
That was Barb's like first job as a teenager.
Yeah.
And she would, oh my God,
I used to rip the chicken head off.
What was your job, Barb?
I'd twist the neck and then bite it.
I'm so disappointed that I've seen the real bar.
No.
It ruined everything for me. I just the magic's gone.
Yeah.
Hey, Gio, you like my tits?
Oh my God.
Jeez.
But yeah, her uniform used to stink. That grease smell when you work at a fast food, any fast food restaurant, not just KFC, but any fast food restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
That grease does not come out. You can't wash
You
it.
smell like it.
When I
And
was
yeah,
in high
it's
school, I
just
worked at McDonald's, and
Yeah.
my car smelled like it, and everything was horrible.
I worked in a restaurant, and I remember getting my hair cut.
Yep.
This was when I had long hair, and the lady's like, do you work in a restaurant? And I'm like, yeah. And she's, why? And she's like, you can smell. And I'm like, come
Yeah.
on. I wash it all the time.
Sticks to everything.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Del Taco, number 1.
Now we're all starving.
Yeah. Order it. What do you got?
But
They are building a Whataburger near here.
Very excited. I thought you were kidding when you told me
No,
that.
it's happening.
Do you get that on your burger guy news?
I did. It's going in. Where
Bulletin.
Hooters right by here.
Yeah.
It's going across the street from Hooters.
Oh. Where?
okay.
Not a lot of room over there.
No. There's right next to there's a Chipotle right there.
Yeah.
Right next to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the spot. I think Chipotle is to Joey what Starbucks is to me. Like if I ever looked at the bill and saw how much he's spending
Yeah.
on Chipotle, I'd kick him out of the house. It's the same thing with my wife. If she ever stopped to calculate my Starbucks,
Game
well, I have
over.
to tell you, it's kind of out, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of done. Like I can only drink half of it. And I'm
Good
like,
for you.
Is it?
Yeah. You're changing up.
No. Now that I heard that it's making Sam's BMs float.
Yeah. If you got to get into a skinny dress, that's what you drink.
Yeah.
Why does she have to get in the skinny dresses?
Because she's going to like events and stuff.
She is.
Weddings.
She's going to weddings here all the time. That's what we were talking about.
Travels the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he works for Tito's is what we said, and he goes to events.
Yeah.
They have a lot of events around, and then she goes with them.
Yeah. Can we say she's pretty hot?
Yeah.
Is that allowed? Are you still allowed to do that?
I don't know.
HR. I don't know.
Let's say everyone.
Just temperature wise.
You can say she's a lovely lady.
I don't know if I could say that. I just remember that she used to be like a kid, and then now all of a sudden she's like kind of hot. It got weird.
She got wide eyebrows.
That's good though. I like a good strong eyebrow.
No,
No, it's not.
It was
She didn't like them.
Yeah, they made a mistake and made one of her eyebrows off to the side.
Oh,
Yeah.
What do you mean off
So
to
they
the
had
side?
to even it up.
Like, yeah, so she said it was off. She went too far over.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because you want your eyebrow to start like where your eye begins.
Well, she
You know what
was
I mean?
hot. She was hot.
Yeah. So
I
that
mean, maybe
eyebrow.
I told her that she needs to talk to Carmen about the shaving and stuff because doesn't know if she should do that or not.
Start shaving her face.
Yeah, I said Carmen does it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you shouldn't shave your face unless you could feel the
Stubble.
cilia on the side.
That's not the case at all. Men have been shaving for centuries, but they say that is one of the reasons why men age better than women because they are constantly exfoliating their face.
I think it's because we do everything better than women.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not
We're
belittle.
women better than women.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Caitlyn
That's
Jenner.
right. Yeah, woman of the year. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, you and your hairy scarred face don't agree with it.
First off, my face isn't scarred anymore. It's gone
You
because
shaved all
of
the
my
scars
shaving.
off?
Yeah.
You shaved your scar off?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I shaved so much that it like my skin replenished itself,
Yeah.
and now my scars are gone.
Oh,
Microdermabrasion.
That's how it works. You shed your skin
Scars
just like
gone.
every other.
Snake?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
snakes and lizards and stuff like that. We don't. It doesn't all shed at once, but it's like your skin sheds all the time.
Slough it off.
Mine sheds all at once. I go in the backyard.
No,
I
you
sneeze
pull it
really
up.
hard. I sneeze really hard and it just comes off.
Like a molting pit.
You gotta shake real hard.
Well, that is it for news.
Thank you.
Got it.
Joe?
Yes, Mike.
Everything good in the pants house?
Yes, everything's great at the Pants House.
Anybody coming, going? Everything's good?
No, it was a pretty quiet weekend. We had a nice time.
Any more discussions of Spanish?
Why?
Getting
Why?
out of there?
Why?
No, it's not really.
See?
Did not come up. I
Any
don't know
more
why.
discussion of Mom the Tree Man and Tom the Tree Man hooking up?
No, I think she is happy just being by herself right now. But
I thought you said she's more into Ian though.
No, I'm just saying.
Hey.
Hey.
Wasn't that not a thing?
You know what she likes.
Didn't we say that?
No, we didn't say that. No.
But that's the truth.
I thought I heard you say that.
Oh,
Okay.
Is she not into Ian?
okay.
What? What?
Is she not into Ian? Like,
Oh no. I think she likes Ian just fine.
yeah.
Is she?
Same with
is
Tom.
she
I think she
Ian's
likes him
type?
as well. I don't know. I
You know what
I don't
Carmen's
even know
saying.
what her type is.
We can ask Ian.
You know what Carmen's getting at?
Are you afraid to say?
I mean, I don't know, Carmen.
She likes to rumble in the jungle.
Maybe you could talk to her. Call her up, talk to her.
I want to know if
advocate.
Ian would be into her because Ian is single.
I
and
think
he's,
Ian said yes.
I think Ian would be into her.
Okay.
I'd love to.
I've
have
never
Ian.
Ian's
seen her, so I don't know what
confused.
she looks like.
I think Ian's confused as to which one's the mom pants and the daughter pants.
I think Ian covered himself very good with saying that he accidentally sent the butter and water over there. He was getting weird stuff. With,
He was getting ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard
Getting-
just like 20 Shades or whatever that movie is. 50 Shades of
50
Grey.
Shades. I just watched that last night.
First the butter's going to show up. Then the water. You know what's going on.
I guess I got to come over and get my package.
All right.
Hey.
Speaking of packages,
Oh, I like when things are happening over at Whore Island.
Yeah, things are good, Michael.
What is the place called now? Pants Palace? Can't call it Whore Island anymore. It's kids there.
Town, Pants Island.
Pants pals.
How are the dogs doing?
it's Pansingham Palace.
Yeah.
Pansingham Palace is great. All the butter and water you want at Pansingham Palace. All right, we got to take a quick break. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
But did you see like Morgan Wallen canceled his concert and then Jelly Roll performed at the Dallas Bowl?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I mean, are you seriously asking us
Oh
if we
no,
know
no,
about
no, no.
that?
But I'm just saying I think that's really cool of him because like obviously like
Because he wants to get paid.
Well, no, but also people were really excited to see that concert and they're going to have to now wait till October. So he was like, let me figure out a way to still put on a show because I'm not sick.
Were you drunk the day that we talked about this on the air?
No,
I'm just kidding. Were we even on the air when that happened?
no.
No.
Where were we? What were we doing?
I think you may have been out. I
it
think
was a
we talked about
Friday.
it. Yeah, I think we
Because
talked
I know
about
John Senning went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what brother was there?
Yeah.
Bringing him on stage. Hulk Hogan's got this whole new resurgence now of he's cool again.
What's going on? Is he's promoting? He has a
beer.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that even is a big deal to him.
But you see him out a lot with it.
I can just tell you, I don't know Hulk Hogan very well, but I think he's married. He's in the twilight of his life, and he's just happy. He's probably done with all the BS and all the, he doesn't have to wrestle anymore. He's got money. He's just chill now, and he's like, just Hulk. He sees maybe Ric Flair. Ric Flair just walking around from bar to bar taking pictures of people. What was that?
Woo.
Oh, was you?
That was me.
I thought Carmen got hurt.
Nope.
Ooh. It's a woo, not a.
I'm sorry.
He's not Michael Jackson.
All right.
I don't know. I just I think that yes, Carmen. I think that was cool of him to go to the Dallas Bowl and do it, and the amount of people that showed up for that concert is insane.
Yeah, because Ashley and Blaine were supposed to go to the Friday show. They were so excited. I got them tickets for the tailgate that we were doing, and then she was sad face me. She's like, it got canceled.
Can I tell you though that the fact that we do tailgates for these sort of things is so awesome because you can. A tailgate is like just a couple of cars in the parking lot next to each other making some sausages. We do it the right way. And then we never charge people to get in. It's always, you obviously have to win your way in, so there's not too many people there. But it's always the brisket shop has got the best food.
It's
Bud Light's out there with the beer.
Yeah.
Such a great spot too. Literally,
right across the street,
Right
from the
door,
stadium.
I hope we do it for the for football season this year.
I mean, I can reach out to Baker and see if he wants to stop by.
Listen, you better stop this. I think he's busy on those days.
He wants to swing by. Yeah, brisket shop's going to be there. I could, convince him.
No other tailgate party has Warren Sapp showing up on a bicycle. Just riding in there, smiling, and to Mike Allstott coming by and hang out and taking pictures of people.
I just imagine Gio gets in trouble because the announcers are like, "What happened to Baker? It looked like he had barbecue sauce on his fingers."
Oh, don't make him the quarterback.
No, I won't.
Quarterback.
No.
That's funny.
There was a picture I had with Baker, and Dizzy said, "You look like you're giving him burger advice." Dick.
Have you been hanging? Are you and Dizzy like best friends now?
Yeah, we've been best friends for a little bit.
But I see you're the co-host in his podcast now.
He invited me to do his podcast.
I watched it. I was watching some of it.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw
Does sad weirdos get upset that you're sleeping around?
No.
These are sadder weirdos. Can I tell you something though? I am not a podcast guy. I can't. Shark's that guy. He can help you out with your podcast. But I did give Dizzy a piece of advice that he's not taking.
What did he?
He's too far away.
I know.
Yeah,
it's too far away. I'm not going to sit there and try to listen to you two. You're so far away from what you're saying. Then you sit in the corner and I'm like,
yeah, we got to get closer. And that couch he has in there, I think he's talked about this before. That couch, it's a very unflattering couch if you sit on it.
Where is his podcast at? Like his house?
Yeah.
Wyatt's room.
Yeah, it's a guest room.
Are there microphones?
Yeah, there's two mics. But so he has his phone that is live to Instagram where Mike is watching. Then he records audio on the microphones that he'll dub over him.
Because anytime I see it's like him across the room, like, hey, everybody, podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the across the room thing stinks.
Well, he used to have another girl and her boyfriend that would come on, and the boyfriend was like in charge of all the video stuff. But I don't think they're there anymore.
Well, I mean, a guy.
Video's hard, right?
Yeah,
That's real. It's tough.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy? Because
You could.
shortly after I said this morning that don't we have that TV hooked up so that we could put the things up there now? Mm-hmm. Like the big reveals, so Joe doesn't have to keep ruining Galvin's news stories. And Big Dick said, we're not waiting on a cable. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
Well,
You said that we were waiting.
Michael, I did not set this up. Big Dick set this up and sent Galvin instructions on how to plug it in. So
what do you have to plug in?
I don't know.
Where are your instructions?
I have instructions. Show me a cord and what TV am I going to and where do I plug it in? I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I know where the cord is. It's right over there.
All right. Video
Maybe
guide.
come together and figure it out.
But Galvin has to put it up?
No.
It's going to be attached to Galvin's computer.
Yes, but Galvin just has to become familiar with the process. Once that happens, it won't
Galvin's
be a problem.
the problem.
No, it's not the problem at all.
Galvin
It's the
has to
beginning
do
of the
it.
process.
So now I'm showing the picture so Joe doesn't
So Joe doesn't have to do
have
it. So
to do anything during the show.
Yeah,
Right.
like-
So you
I just want to make sure we're clear.
I appreciate that.
instead of him ruining
Kind
your
and
news
generous.
story, you can go and here it is and put it up on the TV.
And then I will have a feed from that.
But
This
when
is
is
how
that
we're doing
happening?
It's wired up and the instructions have been sent, but I'm not grabbing Galvin's computer and plugging stuff into it. I'm gonna, if he wants me
But
to
if he
figure out
doesn't
what
know
the
how to
hell-
use it, maybe show him how to plug it in and use it.
Well, Richard sent instructions to Galvin, which is what I believe Galvin asked for. So,
Okay. All right,
that's
Galvin,
where we
it's
are.
on you now.
No, it's not on him. But if you want to set it up after the show today, let's do it.
Okay.
But as the video guy,
Yeah,
when
that's why I'm going to be here to set it up.
I don't need
Carmen.
it. I'll plug it in today.
Okay.
After the show.
All right.
Oh boy. Wow. Nothing's ever easy on this show. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, welcome back, Mike Calta. Medicine Man.
Not that. Then you got that.
No.
You want a Love Tiger update?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
yeah. By the way, why is Gio sending us
Yeah.
pictures of Love Tiger's foot?
yeah,
I
Because
thought
he's sending it to
vacation.
everybody.
I thought it was your foot.
I thought it was your foot too, dude. I was very concerned.
How did you go to the doctor?
Love Tiger has been sending me messages.
Yes.
And I said, hey, man, how's the leg? And he sent me that picture.
He sent it to me and was very proud. He said,
Yes.
look at my leg. And I went, that doesn't look very good to me.
Yeah, it did not look very good.
All right, so here, let's get this, okay? First day of vacation. Love Tiger gets released from the hospital, goes home, and he tells me a DCF. All right, let's back it up. He goes to the hospital. Does his family take him? No, the pool guy drives him to the hospital. So I say to my wife, I go, listen, this guy has got some disabilities. He's going to the hospital right now. The pool guy is taking him there. He's got black mold in his house. They're pooping in plastic bags. He can't live there. It's ridiculous. And she said, you should call the hospital and talk to the social worker in the hospital. So I called the hospital and they said, well, we don't really have a social worker here, but we have a case manager. And I said, okay, is it possible to speak with the case manager? So I spoke with the case manager and I kind of, I left a message. I kind of laid it out. It was going. So then he tells me he's home from the hospital. And his leg is better, doing better, and DCF is going to handle his living situation. I'm like, oh, they got him on Medicaid now. He's got insurance. He is, things are moving in the right direction. And I go, well, good. They can't possibly bring him to that house, see the black mold, and say it's safe for him to live there, and know that they have no running water. And he hit me back and said, I talked to DCF. They said the case is closed. So I'm like, how could the case be closed? So I called the lady. And she called me back at 8 minutes after 5 o'clock on Friday or whatever day it was. And I said, thank you for calling me back. And she said, yeah, 8 minutes after my shift is over. And I go, look, I didn't expect to hear back from you today. She was very nice. And she said, there's only so much that we can do. He's intelligent. He makes rational decisions and he's capable of taking care of himself. As far as the mold and all that stuff, that has to go through the county. And then there's other services that can help him out as far as living and check coming there. And I was like, all right, the mother needs to kick in and do something. She needs to wake up and take care of that family because he's living in a disaster pit. And I don't know what's worse, the pooping in the plastic bags or the
So
mold.
I think there's, obviously her saying that he's intelligent enough and he can take care of himself and make those decisions and stuff. There's also lazy. You know what I mean? Like Love Tiger really hasn't had to do anything in his entire life. So there may be that too, where he didn't do anything. Like he could have done something. He could have said, hey, let's not live in mold, or hey, let's figure this
But
out.
what's his option?
But he has because he has the internet. He has an internet radio show. You know what I mean? So
But what is his option? He has no money. He can't. It's not like he's just going to get a job. Let's be honest. He stinks every time we see him because they have no running water. So that means that they've not done laundry in how long?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he lived in college, when he was over at USF, he did his laundry. He
still stunk.
He still stunk, but he made sure that he had food. He went and ate on his student food program. He was much better off without his family.
The good old days.
The good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's stuck in the house with Bobby Tiger and Tommy Tiger and
Den of Tigers.
the den of tigers that don't like him.
Not good.
you know, and you got one. You want to talk about lazy? It's the older brother who's got a car who's not working. That's the lazy guy.
Plus, I think they're like mean to him. I think.
I would imagine so.
Because he was like yelling, "Don't talk about it." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
And the mom's like 70 something and still working.
Right.
Yeah.
She has to be in her late 70s, just because Love Tiger alone is 50. What is he? 58? I think he said, or 56 or something like that.
Or she's not there.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, we've never heard from, or have you seen the mother?
Never.
You just hear about her.
Just Bobby Tiger.
And Brian Tiger.
Yeah, Dumb Cat Rescue. That's
what
it.
if she's in the pool?
What if one of them is dressed up as her?
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
your mother. You listen to what I said.
What if she's in the pool?
Lady in the water.
Oh, lady. Oh, that's not good.
Because the pool guy said, he's like, I don't know. I've been doing this for like 40 years.
Biological
I've
hazard
never
down there.
encountered anything like this. There's something going on down there.
Edgar Allan Poe, she's in the wall. That's what the mold is coming through.
Awful. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
Hi.
How you doing? I just wanted to make a comment on the combination of John Senning and the morning show was not a good mix. Not a good thing.
Can I just tell you something? There's no offense to you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just I
Go
got nothing but great compliments about it, and now you're saying it stinks. So that's why with me, I never know what the truth is. That's why when everybody's like, do best of, do Ian.
Isn't this the guy that hated Carmen?
Those other options are better. I would rather hear you guys again on repeats, or I would rather hear Ian. But that combination, totally different vibe. I think most of your listeners in the morning don't need to relive, magic mushrooms and pot stores of Hulk Hogan, and then have one of your main guys put down and kind of be aggressively pursued. I think Gio endured a lot. I got to give a lot of credit to him. But
endured a lot.
I turned. Yeah, man, it was not a good mix. I tried to listen to it on different days. Like, it was awful.
All right. Look, your opinion counts, sir. I appreciate it.
What's this guy's name?
What's your name, sir?
My name's Darren. I listen to you guys every day. I was up in Rochester and listened to a morning show up there forever, and you guys are fantastic. I love the cast. You guys are fantastic. And to hear that, I was like, ugh.
Well, clearly this guy knows a good show when he hears it. So thank you.
Darren,
Thank you, Darren.
what did Gio have to endure?
Just his aggressive pursuit. He almost was picking fights at one point, and Gio was like, I don't get that. There was just different conversations where he tried to drag his Drew humor into the morning show, and being a big fan of you guys, it was such a bad thing. Like, dude, go back to afternoon. Stay away.
Yikes.
Gio, is that how you felt? Did you feel like John was aggressive towards you?
No,
Oh my God, he was not, I don't want to swear.
I'm asking
he was
Gio.
not cool.
John Senning seemed very kind. I don't recall
Thank you,
talking
Darren.
about weed either.
He said mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Wow.
But maybe I was on mushrooms. That's why I don't remember.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, the last guy was a douche, man. Gio became the master of deception on the Senning show, and he was unbelievable. It was great. So don't tell me it wasn't entertaining and best of. Give me a break.
This guy, this is why I never know what to put on when we're on vacation, because now I got one guy hated it, one guy loved it.
Everybody.
The other guy's a douche, man.
All right, thank you.
A lot of people say that I'm great. This is not out of the ordinary.
That guy said the Senning show, so I don't know if you're that great.
Let's not get crazy. I assume Medicine Man's on hold?
No, that is Ryan. This is the guy who doesn't like me.
Oh.
But it does like me.
What did he think of John Senning?
Ryan, what's happening?
Well, we made up. I do love it. I do owe her breakfast. So, yes, I apologize like minutes after. So, yes, I was sorry. I was told her some things. But I do have a recommendation for I listen to you guys every day. Obviously, the Drew situation, like either you like it or you don't. I'm not a fan of the afternoon, so I really don't listen to it. So maybe that guy was the same way.
Wait a second. You're telling me you don't like something and you just don't listen to it? How could you be so smart like everybody else? That's crazy.
Right. I did want to make a recommendation for Love Tiger, though. I'm not sure if he's eligible, but the Section 8 housing could be something like that. He could get disability. I know he's getting food stamps. He advised you guys. So I'm not sure. There's other ways that he can get out of that house. And I thought of it as well as, obviously, Galvin hit it right on the head. It's laziness, man. He doesn't want it. He's got brothers that are in their, 50s?
Yeah.
And they don't work? Like, what the hell are you doing, man? Why don't you get off your ass
Yeah, they're the obviously the lazy ones. Look, I know Love Tiger for 20 years. If I said to him, "Hey, there's this job at McDonald's that we'd hire you," and he would do it. He would do it. He's never not taken a job. So I don't really know what the problem is, but the problem is, yeah. Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry.
My problem is that I can't. I'm out now. Like I can't do much more. I tried to help, and I feel like I'm like at a point where I'm like I got nothing left.
So remember, no good deed goes unpunished. So it always has a way of finding its way back.
These last couple of calls, are they calling to say that they loved John Senning and Gio or hated John Senning?
Loved it.
Mike Calta Show low.
Hey, it's Scott.
Hi, Scott.
I love your show. Hi, I love your show very much, but yeah, I'm like with the other guy. It was kind of brutal. I had to switch over to Dan Patrick because when you guys are missing, it's not that fun.
All right, thank you. Well, listen, you won't have it again until Thanksgiving. I don't think we got no vacation plan.
I am very disappointed to not get the endorsement of Scat.
Scott.
Scott.
I don't think it was you. It was Mike Calta Show low.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Galvin. I wanted to tell you real quick. This past Friday was our anniversary, so I took my wife to your buddy Frankie's Chop House.
Yeah,
that's the first time and I'm telling you, it's incredible. Your buddy, great food, man.
Yeah, it really is. Frankie's Italian Chop House is right there. It's had its 1 year anniversary on 4th Street in St. Petersburg, just down the road from Cafe Chibo. Two great spots. Well, good, man. Good to hear from you. Glad you had a good time. I saw Frankie this weekend. He came out to the Three Brothers charity event.
Hey!
You know what's so funny? He is Frankie trying other people's food.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But I'll be honest with you. He ordered the eggplant, and he's like, "Here, try this. Try some of this." So I tried it, and it was delicious. And then he goes, "This is good. This is good." Yeah. He liked it. And then when Sean came over, he goes, "How was it? Was it good?" He goes, "Eh." They're all there to bust each other's balls.
Remember on the cruise with the tiramisu?
Never forget that. I said to Spanish, they had the tiramisu dessert, and it was awful. It's typical cruise, make 5,000 of them.
Made out of water.
Yeah. And I said to Spanish, I go, "You should tell Frankie that this is good, and that maybe he can ask for the recipe to run a restaurant." And he looked at Frankie, and he goes, "Have you had the tiramisu? It's good." And he's like, "Yeah." And Spanish goes, "Maybe if they come over, you could ask them for the rest." And I just watched Frankie's top blow. Are you out of your goddamn mind? It was great.
Luckily, Frankie only had known me for a couple months at that point, because I feel like if he really knew me, he would have leapt over the table.
He was so pissed off. I went out to Shark Coast Tactical this past week, and I want to remind everybody that the Calta signature combos continue at Shark Coast. Now, you hear a lot of talk about an AR-15. Have you ever seen the AR-15 pistol? Spanish, have you seen that?
No, that sounds awesome, though.
I have one, and it's fantastic. It's a smaller version, and it's awesome. And now they have the Calta Shorty combo. It's an ACI 15 pistol, 5.56 with Romeo MSR red dot sight for precision aiming, Streamlight ProTech rail mount, pressure pad, 30-round MFT magazine, and Rux double rifle bag, all for just $7.99. It's the Calta Shorty combo, so make sure you're locked and loaded and ready for any mission. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to scare you or nothing, but if you don't have a gun, you should have at least one at this point. We don't even know if we're going to have an election in November. You don't know what's going on. We're in hurricane season. You get a hurricane, you're knocked out of power for a couple of days. Next thing you know, you got people creeping on your property. These are all the things I think about. And you could upgrade your arsenal today with the Calta combo, where innovation meets precision. And while you're down there, check out Shark Coast Tactical's huge selection of ammo for all firearms. And if you don't have a suppressor yet, you know Shark Coast has the shortest wait times in our area. You can get it in about 3 days. I was there. People were coming by to pick theirs up. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Look for them on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Check them out online, and make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Get that combo, because once people start hearing about those things, sell out right away. So the Calta Shorty combo, $7.99, you get all that stuff. I might get one.
AR-15 pistol sounds cool.
I have one. You want to see it?
No.
Oh.
It does sound cool,
it's nice and small.
Right, yeah.
So, and it still has all the power.
Do they still make Uzis? Is Uzi still a thing?
I don't think you can have an Uzi.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, you can if you have the tax stamp, because it's a fully automatic weapon.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know if they still...
Why is an AR-15 not fully automatic?
No.
So you pull the trigger?
Yes.
Each time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. that.
I don't know a lot about guns.
And I think a lot of people think that, but it is not. It is not a fully automatic at all.
Man, I don't know.
When they had that bump stock, it gave it a little extra,
right?
But it's still not a fully automatic at all.
So, like, people normally can't have fully automatic.
In order to get it,
AK-47 is fully automatic, right?
No, not always. I have an AK-47, but it's not fully automatic.
Oh, okay, but it can be.
Can be.
There's some that are.
Yeah, you can.
But
turn,
the Uzi, I remember, was small. Just
9 million.
Yeah.
All Miami Vice guns.
Yeah.
Or the what did Rambo have? The M16.
M16.
Yeah. Was that fully automatic?
I would imagine so. I don't have an M16, but I do wear the bullets around my chest. Sometimes I get out of the shower, I just put the bullets on and walk around the house.
By the way, I'm looking on Twitter. I just saw some of the different things that are trending, and Michelle Obama is trending, and it seems like Vivek is saying that Michelle Obama will be the.
I saw him. He said that last night, and somebody else said
He said from a guy who told you over a year ago that Joe Biden would not be the Democratic nominee. That he would not be running again. He says that it will not be Kamala Harris. He says, and I still hold out and think that it will be Michelle Obama.
Listen, don't forget when Ron DeSantis debated Gavin Newsom in that was it Fox or CNN or one of those people had the debate with the two of the governor debate, and he looked at Gavin Newsom. He said, when are you going to tell the people that you're going to be the presidential candidate? He goes, you know it now. He goes, you know it's not going to be Biden, and you know you're going to be the guy. Just say it. Just admit it now. So you never know what's going to happen.
Well, they're getting Kamala now because they're playing all the clips. Some as early as last week of her saying that Joe is totally up for the job.
Yeah.
And she goes, you don't sit with him in the meetings. I sit with him every single day, and he is definitely ready for this. And they've got tons.
They wasted no time.
Tons of clips of her saying that.
By the way, every picture I've seen of her so far is her cackling.
That too, yeah. One of the Trump ads, they have her going,
I saw somebody put the Joker stuff on her. Yeah. She's looking all crazy as the Joker.
Oh, nothing annoys me more is when you say, because of her, when you say, we did it, Joe.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Steve Byrne put up something the other day that was perfect with Kamala Harris. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because it sounds, he put up a fake quote of her, and it sounds exactly like something that she would say.
I saw it, yeah.
Where is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
It's wild because she didn't win. She was running for president. She didn't win a single primary.
So it has a picture of her, and then it has the quote. This is not an actual quote from her. This is what Steve Byrne wrote. I will be running for president of the United States. We have states. States should be united. And all of those states that are united have a president to preside over states that are united.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds exactly like how she talks.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think we're going to slowly figure out who's really running the country, because everybody now is fully aware that our president has not been running the country for some time. So I think we'll get a good look into what organizations are actually pulling the strings. And I wouldn't be surprised if we end up in some type of big scuffle with another country coming to November.
You still say no election?
Well, yeah, I don't think so. I think they took an attempt on Trump. I don't think that's going to be the only time.
I got to tell you, the most fearful thing is, like we were saying, whether President Joe Biden says that he's going to run. Not run, but be president through January 2025, whatever. But if there is something happening, is he in charge during that time? Does he step down, and then Kamala Harris is in charge for us with the war with China or Russia or whoever? Oh boy!
Come on, Spanish, get it together.
Oh boy!
Yeah, if that ends up happening, Biden will have some type of medical issue, and I think he'll be gone. Kamala will come in, but they won't let her do anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, the biggest thing that we'll see, I think, through January is what organizations are truly running the country. That, because you always hear about shadow governments and all this stuff.
Yeah, but what's going to come out of it? How are you going to find out now?
Well, because now everybody knows that Biden is clearly not doing anything. He's just a puppet. Clearly he's just the old man in the office. So now we'll be able to tell if Congress is pulling his strings when it comes to money, where the money's funneling when it comes to Ukraine. We'll be able to see if the CIA, FBI have more to do with the Department of Justice.
Carmen, hit him with it.
Follow the money.
That's it.
I think Joe Biden did a bad job, and that Donald Trump was probably going to win. Then Donald Trump got shot, and I think that more than ever sealed his deal.
I agree with you 100%.
And then the Republican National Convention went smoothly.
Yeah.
I just think that everybody wants change.
Yeah. But don't forget, the majority of the intelligence community hates Donald Trump because he's the
He
one
wants to
who
blow up the CIA and all that stuff,
yeah.
He's the one digging. into stuff.
He literally has, if you believe in shadow governments or any of that, he has all of them going against him right now. And I mean, I think we saw that clearly on my birthday.
Do you see Putin came out and said about what Trump said about if he becomes president, it'll end the war in Ukraine and all this stuff. And he said he was open to it, you know, to find out. He goes, I don't know what he's talking about, what his decision is, what he's going to do, but he goes, I'm open to talking to him about it.
Because
So.
Putin signed that treaty, I believe it was with Clinton, where Clinton said, we won't use NATO or the UN to surround Russia, and then we did with Ukraine, and Putin was like, all right.
Right, yeah. That was the whole catalyst.
Yeah.
The big question is who's going to be her VP now. Yeah, but I still think it's going to be who's going to be the candidate.
Right, we don't know that it's going to be her.
I don't think that anybody. I think the president did the right thing by endorsing her. He has to endorse the vice president. They got all that money tied up, but I don't think that. You think George Clooney's going to have a fundraiser for Kamala Harris?
No, I don't.
I think all these celebrities are going to step up behind her.
I think it's very telling that former President Barack Obama did not endorse her.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to make her likable because nobody likes her.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
her
mean?
and her record. I mean, you get Tulsi Gabbard out there telling the truth, which she did about her not putting forward evidence that would free innocent man and using keeping people in prisons longer to use them as for labor and stuff. Yeah, it's wild, her record on different things that she did.
If you're like a Gavin Newsom or I don't think you're going to want to hitch your wagon to her because you're just going to, why not just wait 3 years until Trump is out and then you get a clean slate to run as a candidate? Like, who wants to be her VP? Any of those people, they're all, top names.
Hunter Biden.
Yeah, they have a chance to be top of the ticket. So they're not going to want to, because potentially she would then run again. If she won, she would run again. So you're waiting 8 years now.
Dude, if they put her and Hunter Biden on a ticket together, and that's why he's been in some of the meetings and stuff.
Yesterday I was at my in-laws' house. It was my in-laws, my brother-in-laws, and their wives. And I think that if you would have said that Hunter Biden was running, most of them would have voted for him over Trump because they're not. Yeah. My
That's
father-in-law does not like Trump. My mother-in-law doesn't like Trump, and my sister-in-law. She was like, who do you think is going to be? And I go, I don't know. I'm like, they're saying Harris. And I go, but who knows if they put him Michelle Obama? And she was like, would be so great. And I went, what is so great about it? I don't understand it.
The never Trumpers, they're there. They don't go anywhere.
No, it's true. Well, you would think some of them, like Glenn Beck came around. Glenn Beck was a never Trumper. And then all of a sudden he was like, all right, I get it.
And I believe in the next couple of weeks, the Senate is going to be voting on passing a congressional stock trading ban that will go into place in 2027. So I think things are gonna get wild in the next couple of weeks also, because I don't think they're gonna want people to know that that's coming to a vote.
And then speaking of stock and stuff, you have Pelosi, who has got to be like, hey, Biden's out, he's old, I'm older, people are gonna start going, you know what? Also you
Mitch
and you
McConnell.
and you, yeah.
Oh, she's out.
Old,
She's out.
Old,
Yeah.
shut it down.
I love
Pelosi's out. Pelosi's not doing anything.
Oh yeah,
She's done.
I love watching the spin though from the different networks. Like, I love watching Fox News because now, since this happened, now their narrative is, how could you do this to Joe? How could you force out a sitting president and you're not doing the will of the people? Before that, it was like, he's got to go.
Yeah.
I also don't like when they call him Joe. He's the president. Call
Yeah,
him.
no,
I agree.
And they call Kamala Kamala. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're so smart, but you don't know how to pronounce somebody's name.
Were you here when I put up a thing on Twitter? I put up a picture of Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala, the wrestler, the Ugandan giant, which is what we called Kamala Harris the entire time of the thing. I said we kept calling her Joe Biden and the Ugandan giant. Kamala, whose last name was Harris, I put up a picture of Kamala, the Ugandan giant wrestler, when she got picked, and people were wanting to cancel me for being racist. And I'm like, it's two different people. You're not getting you idiots.
I think that it was the fact that it was like a C-list type wrestler. Maybe
everyone knows the Ugandan giant.
I don't think they do though. We do, obviously.
The guy who was at what's that, Valpak? The guy who was like run Valpak sent me a DM. He's like, I'll never listen to your show again. I'm like, hey, stupid. First of all, forget about it. It's just like, I don't care.
Maybe a casual person doesn't know that Ugandan giant, his name is
Kamala.
Kamala Harris.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever. It was a long time ago.
Let's put it back up today and see what
No.
Climate is
We live in a different climate now, Gio. Different climate. Save it for your John Senning show. Let's take a break. Ian Beckles is here. He's going to hang out with us, and we got another hour left on this Welcome Back Monday show. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Ian Beckles is in the studio with us as he is every Monday.
Good morning.
What do you got there?
I brought you some fish that she didn't catch.
Did not catch. You caught him.
I did. Would you like to taste it?
Yeah, you want me to do it now?
It's because I've told people before that if you like fish, eating fresh fish out of the ocean is a different experience.
It is.
Than eating at Publix, and Publix doesn't have bad fish.
Yeah.
But taste fresh fish. When I give people fresh fish,
what is it?
That's trout, and I believe that's redfish. But that's from Crystal River. Was just swimming in the water yesterday. Yeah. And the difference in the texture and everything is night and day. And when you get grouper or something from Publix, like that fish wasn't caught today. It was caught weeks ago.
That is fantastic.
It doesn't taste fishy at all.
No, it doesn't.
It just fish is a different experience when it's fresh.
That's good.
I'm telling you. Now I put my foot in it too, though. Not literally, but
yeah. So I don't know if you heard this morning. I was talking about the story. We were supposed to go fishing on Saturday. Then my wife hit me with the sad, but I want to stay longer. So we ended up staying until Saturday night in Longboat. And I didn't get to go fishing. So who went? You and your son went?
Me and my son went, yes. And I listened to the show, listened to the whole thing. And, I know when you were explaining who's lucky, you're still the lucky one.
What?
You're still the lucky one.
Why?
Remember you talk about who's lucky? You're still the lucky one. So you have to make decisions sometimes, okay? That's a fact.
To make her happy.
Yes. And like there's sometimes I'd have made the other decision, but then again, I'm not married and you're still married, you know. So
I'm going to tell you that one of the reasons why it's easy to make a decision is my wife never asked me for anything.
That's beautiful.
She doesn't want anything. Yeah. She doesn't want me to buy her anything. She doesn't ask me for anything. And the one thing that she does love is being at the beach. Yeah. And she gave up going to the New Kids on the Block concert so that she could stay another day. So I felt bad. First of all, I fished that week, so I got to go fishing. But I felt bad screwing you out of it or, just telling you at the last minute I couldn't go. But I knew I had to do the right thing.
When I was thinking about it during the day, it was probably better because I don't know if you're a fisherman. Because
as far as what?
Not all fishing trips are for everybody.
Yeah.
Some are for fishermen.
Yeah.
And some are for people who like to fish.
Right.
That was more of a fisherman trip.
I'm a guy who likes to fish.
See, there's a lot of downtime and work to fishing.
I don't want to do the work.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like when you're sitting on a big boat and you just have your line in the bottom and you're catching one after another.
Right.
That's not fishing to me. It's more of the hunt.
Yeah.
And we were hunting yesterday. But I saw a 6-foot lemon shark eat a redfish 3 feet from the boat, which was amazing.
That's pretty awesome.
And right around the corner, there's people swimming in the water with their kids.
No idea.
Bull sharks everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in water in Florida ever.
So I was out with Captain Nate on Saturday, and my wife loves sharks. And she goes, where's the best place to go see sharks? And he goes, what do you mean? He's like, do you go by the bridges? Do you go by? And he goes, no, you go by the beach.
Anywhere.
That's where he goes, but the beach is where the most sharks are.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember swimming in, I have not been in Clearwater Beach a lot in my life. And I remember when I first moved here, we went to Clearwater Beach. And then that day on the news, they showed one of those overhead helicopter views of all the sharks in the water. And I'm like, I don't need that.
But there was people in Clearwater Beach or one of the beaches frolicking in the water. And there was a hammerhead shark that was 10 feet hunting a tarpon in the midst of them.
Yeah.
And nobody knew.
No.
Because the water's murky. You can't see anything.
If I was out there, so we were out in Longboat and we were in the water and we were probably maybe 30 yards out in the water. That's not that far. And
it's far enough.
Okay, so maybe it was. So I'm trying to figure out. Maybe it was 20 yards.
Okay,
maybe 15. And probably 5 yards past us was a dolphin. And that's scary the first time you see that fin. But there was a school of fish traveling, and you could see the change in water as it passes you. And you don't want to be in a school of fish.
No, you do not.
You do not, because they just come right in, and the dolphin were coming in like crazy trying to get it. But it was still very cool to see.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love the water in general. I've always been in love with the water. And I remember getting here, and when I first got to Tampa, I would go to Clearwater Beach and swim out 100 yards.
Really?
Not knowing.
Not thinking and
today,
knowing,
if you said, Ian, I'll give you $100,000, I won't do it.
No, now you know.
100 yards?
Yeah.
Well, you're passing all the sharks.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
It was so you had a good day anyway.
I had a great day with my
I'm
son.
going to eat that during the break. I want to
it
eat
was
some
good.
more of that.
No, that fish is good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you both caught a good amount?
Yeah, they both got a few redfish and some trout, and it was a good experience. It was good.
Yeah. Well, again, apologies.
all
What
good,
what'd you do? You didn't go to the fight, did you?
No, I actually watched the replay yesterday. I'm still enamored with Jake Paul. I interviewed him one time. I actually liked the young kid.
Yeah, he was good. We had him on one time. He was good.
He respects the sport, which is the most important thing to me. Okay,
Right.
He respects the sport. But I love the fact that I don't know if I'm a Jake Paul fan. I do believe he's one of the biggest names in boxing, whether you think he is or not. It has nothing to do with you liking him.
Right.
But I'm listening to people at the cafe. Oh, this guy is gonna. I go. I bet you said the same thing for all of his fights, and they go. Oh, you're probably right. People keep on saying that this next guy, and he keeps on knocking them out. Like, that guy's a real fighter now. That guy's a bare-knuckle fighter. Okay, but neither is Jake Paul.
Yeah, but he is.
But you're saying he is, but he's really a YouTube guy.
But what makes a boxer? A guy who says, I'm going to be a boxer, I'm going to go train, and if I have any talent, I'm going to go good and keep working on it. That's what he did.
Jake Paul has trained more at boxing than that guy has.
I don't know about that, Galvin. But being a bare knuckle guy, he probably started from somewhere. But even these MMA guys, they train boxing all the time.
He was an ultimate
Well, then
fighter
they train boxing and they train wrestling and then jiu-jitsu, the whole
you
thing.
see that guy, I don't train boxing. I know how to hold your hands up. You know what I'm saying? That guy went in there like he'd never known how to box before.
But before the Woodley fight, did anybody think Jake Paul was going to beat Woodley? And he knocked Woodley into yesterday. I didn't think Jake Paul was going to beat him. And then after I watched it live, I go, okay.
I didn't know Woodley enough to make that decision.
Woodley was a bad man back in the day. Once again, an MMA guy.
Right.
But still, he was a bad man.
I don't remember him. I don't remember him as a. I'm not saying he's not good, but
He was a champion.
Yeah, and even the champ's brother. What's his name? The boxing Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
That guy's a boxer.
He's a boxer.
And he did a good job against that guy. Like, he was in there as an opponent. You didn't watch that fight and go, oh, this guy shouldn't be in with this guy.
I just watched Nate Diaz dismantle Masvidal, who we know is a bad man.
Right.
And what did Jake Paul do to Nate Diaz? He made him look stupid. Nate Diaz didn't even want to fight.
Yeah, Nate Diaz, I think he made himself look stupid.
Agreed.
Like, he didn't engage. He really didn't do much. And I got to tell you, I thought the Masvidal Nate Diaz fight was close. It was definitely close.
It was close. But I thought Diaz won fight. And I didn't think beforehand Diaz had a chance after watching the Jake Paul fight. Because he didn't fight in the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I don't know. I watched this guy, this Mike Perry, and the way he was fighting, it looked like he wanted to grab him so bad. He kept going like just wanting to grab him. I think that's that guy who's just used to it. I wonder how much he trained boxing wise and how much he just trained to fight.
Yeah, I think he thought he was just going to go in and throw one punch and knock him out.
Yeah.
Is what the problem was. Yeah, because he was standing up straight and he had his hands down. And it was like, okay, well, this is going to be over. I thought it was going to be over a lot faster. He's a tough dude and he could eat a bunch of punches. Most people would have been down a lot faster.
Real boxers don't get hit with lead rights. They just don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah, he was jabbing his face.
He was jabbing, but he was just, that right was coming. And real boxers see that coming.
I don't know. I like Gio said, I like it for the spectacle of it. I like to go do something and see weird people and do all that stuff.
Jake Paul was bigger than I thought. Had seen him in person.
Oh, yeah.
He was pretty jacked up.
He's jacked up. He's on a good cycle.
I was very surprised by that.
Conor McGregor said that pee bag is juiced up.
It's possible. But I mean, he looked the part.
If he fought Conor, it'd be a huge gate. Huge.
Right. But think about it. But what's the it's going to be a sloppy fight.
The weight's going to be a
problem. But it's also going to be just a sloppy fight.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. That's the thing. Nobody cares.
The lead up would be amazing.
Yes, it would. The press conferences.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could be. I don't know if you're ever going to beat Mayweather
McGregor.
That was the best. Those are two of the most polarizing athletes
I watched
ever.
Every one of those press conferences.
They were amazing.
They were great.
And you know what? Conor's great at what he does, but Mayweather's better. Mayweather sits back and listens and he laughs because he's making all the money.
Right.
He's making all the money.
But Conor McGregor's talking is a draw. I mean, that kid, when
clearly
he and then the best is when 50 Cent starts chiming in. He's telling him you want to challenge him, tell him to read a book. That's the stuff that really makes you laugh.
Yeah, well, Conor will toe the line that line, he definitely will toe it and definitely put his foot over the line quite often.
Yeah.
You know that line?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't talk about my wife line.
Even the racial lines.
Yeah.
Like, he quick to call it a Hispanic person, Papi Chulo. Like, you know, yeah. I don't know.
Some things mean more to others.
Yeah, but, my spidey senses start tingling when I see that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, hey, look. It's all the entertainment value in the end. So
Jake Paul is that.
Do we know who's fighting in the Sphere yet?
Let me see.
I don't even know. I don't know how they pick those UFC fights. I don't know when they decide them or who gets to go and do all that nonsense. I definitely want to see that.
Nobody's fought there yet?
I've never been in the Sphere. They've never fought in the Sphere. I don't want to see the Grateful Dead. Are you a Grateful Dead fan?
Do I look like one?
Yes.
Do I really?
Yes.
How?
You're wearing beads, headgear, and you like to smoke weed.
Don't hate on the beads.
No, I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying
what about the texture of my skin?
Oh,
when you go to Grateful Dead, there's a lot of black people there.
I wouldn't say a lot.
How about any?
I would say some.
Okay, now you said the same thing when we went to see Chicago. You picked two, and I was one. So stop it. There's less Grateful Dead. There's less.
I don't really know because I don't go to the Grateful Dead, but I'm gonna have to double check those facts.
Other than Mo, there's no black man that's ever liked the Grateful Dead.
Does Mo even like him?
Probably not.
No, probably
He's
not.
He's more of a Depeche Mode guy.
Yeah. Mo likes the stuff you don't expect him to like.
Yeah, he likes the stuff you're not supposed to like.
Right.
The UFC 306 card does not look like there's anybody that anybody's going to know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't it like a bunch of Mexican fighters?
I know they're doing a lot of Mexican fighters. Yeah. That's like the big push is they're going to have Mexican fighters in there.
In the Sphere?
Yeah.
Are they going to have a lot of Mexican fans there?
I would imagine. Yeah, but there's not a lot of big names here where people are going to be, I'm excited to see so-and-so. There's not.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to go in the Sphere.
You got to find a bunch of Mexicans that have enough money to go in the Sphere.
The what?
Have enough money to go to the Sphere?
I think that's
Is what?
That's a huge generalization on the income of Mexicans.
That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't fine. I'm just saying.
Okay, listen, I'm black, and I don't want to sell anything looking for a bunch of rich black people.
You can say those things because you're black?
Correct.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Are you positive about that? Because you seem
I'm 100%. I'm 100% positive.
Yeah.
Yes, people could call me anything. I'm at the age. I'm 57. I'm at the age. I'm done stuff. I swear to you, people could call me anything, and it just rebounds off me. I don't care.
I don't care.
First of all, if I don't know you, it clearly doesn't matter to me. No. And if I do know you, you won't say it.
Yeah, this is true.
Because I'm not racist towards anybody. I love everybody. That's real.
Yeah, you're a big filled with love kind of guy.
Thank you.
I was saying this morning how we were talking about how I used to automatically hate people and then maybe like some of them. Now I'm the opposite. Now I like everybody.
It's better off liking them beforehand because I hear stories about people all the time. And then I meet them and I'm like, I'm questioning the person that said it. Like, I don't know the credibility of the person that said it.
Yeah, I used to be. I think it came from the mentality of being in radio and being competitive. If you weren't on our team, you were against us.
Sure.
And that included like news people and athletes. And I don't know. I just didn't. If you weren't on our show, we hated you. But then all of a sudden, I was like, well, why do we hate that guy? He's pretty cool. And then I'm like, I don't hate anybody now.
What happens within stations, too, unfortunately. I've been part of a couple of stations. It happens within stations all the time. All the time.
Oh, yeah.
There's always beef with the people on it. Always.
Yeah. I don't know. Not on our station. Well, let's go.
It's beefy.
There's always people who aren't going to get. There are always coworkers who aren't going to always get along with each other.
Yeah, it ain't huggy though. It ain't huggy.
It ain't huggy, but that doesn't mean they hate each other.
No, I didn't use the word hate.
Yeah, no. I'm saying there's a level. I'm trying to think specifically at the bone.
Mm-hmm. How deep are you thinking?
What's that?
Are you going really deep?
I'm starting at the top.
Okay.
And going to the bottom.
Okay.
Listen, I'm pretty open and honest about everything, and I'm going through who I like and who I don't like. I like Roger, JP. I like Brett. I like Monica. I like Dizzy. I like John. Drew and I had some issues, but we seem to be okay. I like all the people on Mo's show. I don't think it's me. I'm not the problem.
No, I didn't say you were the problem.
I'm trying to think. I'm just going through.
But radio is funny because there's hierarchies in radio. And, everybody's trying to be one up on the other one.
Right.
As I'm an outsider in radio. Like, I don't know, and John Brennan said this one time. He goes, I don't know if anybody's in the nation is doing what you're doing in radio. in the nation.
Yeah.
You're on a popular station and they're just letting you be on the stage. Like, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the rest of it is hierarchy. Like, okay, listen, Dizzy obviously wants to be on a show and make good money.
Right.
So there's a bunch of other people on the outskirts. So they're kind of leveling each other out. They like Dizzy doesn't want to gas up anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's going to elevate them above him. So
true.
And that's not talking bad about Dizzy. That's just the way it is.
You got to play the game.
Yeah. And people at other stations are talking bad about the other shows, and it's just not productive.
I feel like that's backfired to me a couple of times where we were team players and put somebody over or put a show over, and then all of a sudden we were in competition with that show, or that show didn't return the favor, and they just turned. I'm like, well, wait a second. When you guys got here, we got you to win a goddamn Creative Loafing Award. Now look at you.
Don't say that word.
Listen,
those are bad words.
I know. Any updates on that?
Oh, there's gonna be some updates soon.
All right.
Yes, sir.
We didn't after last year's ridiculous outcome of their giving a radio show that doesn't exist the #1 radio award.
Is that a fact? Is that a fact? It doesn't exist?
No.
It doesn't exist.
Have you ever heard that show on the radio?
What show is it?
I don't know. What was that kid's name? Melon Face?
Like
Melon. It was Melly Melon.
So they gave somebody an award.
What is that guy's name? I just can't remember it.
Oh, Mosh Gelton.
Melton. I was like Melton.
Yeah,
It's Melton.
Gave an award from Tampa?
They gave him the #1 radio show award.
Nobody checked on to see if it's
That's
a real.
what I'm saying. Like, how do you even in the it's like it negated any possibility of any of them ever being respected again because of in my mind. Because you just gave it to somebody who doesn't have a radio show.
And then on top of that, the fact that they they have a podcast, the best podcast, but then they allow podcasters to be in the radio categories.
Right.
Like, you're not in radio. So how can you win the best radio personality if you're a podcaster?
It's true.
Yeah,
Don't ask questions, Carmen.
It just removed all credibility from any of those things. So now it's just how many times you vote for yourself is how people win.
Well, I agree with Carmen. There's time when I was on the air. I'm on the air now, but I would say like I have a radio show, and somebody said I have a podcast too.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said.
It's not the same.
It's not what I said. Everybody has a podcast. Your mom has a podcast. It's so easy to have a podcast.
I used to say you're $300 in Radio Shack away from having your own podcast.
Is it that much?
No, now it's now
not that
now
much.
you don't even need any equipment.
I think
Your
just your
headphones
phone.
and the thing, yeah.
Your phone and a microphone, and you're just talking on your phone.
Yeah. Now it's ridiculous. You're right. Anybody could have it.
Everybody.
Yeah. So, whatever.
It's all good.
That's how it goes. I have to take a break. I got to get another set of commercials in before we wrap up the show for today. Sorry. If you want to get through, I'll take phone calls when we come back. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. Ian brought some really good fish in. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
How are things at the Dignitary Cafe?
Everything is wonderful.
I saw some really hot girls there in some Instagram posts.
Probably the karaoke. That's probably, yeah.
No, something else that they were doing that I didn't know you guys did over there. I don't know if they were. Maybe it was karaoke. Maybe that was it.
We have a lot of very attractive young ladies there.
I just thought it was a bunch of guys strung out with their tubes tied around their arm, needles on the floor, and just laying there in the heroin den, the opium den. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I've only been there mostly in the daytime, so I got to come there at night and check it out.
Yeah, it started off as a sausage fest like that, and then it kind of evolved into there's probably half women and half men that go in there.
Yeah, and then half and half.
Half and half.
A couple of half and half.
Yeah, we like to mix it up.
All right. I think I'm gonna be out and about this Friday. Maybe we'll make a first stop at Dignitary Cafe.
Okay, don't make too many promises too far ahead. Yeah. Let's slow down. Slow down.
I like to lay the road work. I like to lay the map down.
I know you're a map layer, but there's a good chance it gets thwarted on Friday.
By the way, you're pronouncing liar wrong.
I'm not a liar. You don't lie if your intentions
You're
are
a map
true.
liar.
Your intentions are true. It doesn't make you a liar.
So it's all about intentions. It's not about actual.
So you want me to break it down for you?
Oh, please.
I have a dinner thing I have to do on Friday.
Okay.
I'm going to be headed that way to most likely Hyde Park area. If we left early and probably went and got some drinks somewhere or something, which seems like something that we would do, maybe we stop by the Dignitary Cafe because it's kind of on the way. Yeah. That's in my head.
So many ifs and maybes in it. Like guaranteed.
I'm making the map.
I know, but if you guarantee it, it's 20%. But if you put an if and a maybe, you put both of them in there. I'm not holding my breath. You're going to have to let me know if you're coming in.
If I guarantee you, it's an 80%. If I guarantee you, it's 80. 80. Guarantee.
I think you guaranteed the fishing. Okay, by the way, I didn't say that you actually canceled on the earlier one. You canceled on the earlier one when Joey had a hole in his hand. I get it.
My son had a physical hole in his hand.
No, I'm not saying I'm not blaming you, but it did happen. And you're like, I can show the text. I'm definitely in for the 20th. Yes, definitely.
Joey was in too.
Yeah, so that's not
80%.
Definitely is different.
I didn't say guarantee. I didn't give it the Galvin guarantee.
Galvin guarantee is a completely different thing.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, I don't have a good track record. Oh, and that's the end of the show. Well, too bad.
You're welcome.
Guarantee the show's over.
Yeah.